Okay, microphone should be on now.
All right, we're live.
Maybe. Oh wow, there's a crazy delay. Nothing I can do about that. That's purely on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know if there's much we can really do to fix it. We just have to suffer with it and deal with it.
Yeah, no, I can't handle that shit on my end.
I am waiting. Every time we see these guardrails, I am waiting for there to be one that looks like a dong.
There's just Maya, like, face down dead in the water.
Just float past.
With how much she gets convicted of crimes.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm surprised that she's even allowed to go anywhere.
You've been found guilty of the crime of blowing up the country of Russia.
That was Turkey.
Turkey? Might be Turkey.
Anyway. I don't know. Just, like, I'm surprised that she's not considered just, like, a flight risk to begin with.
This is a cartoon world.
I don't know, man.
I don't think
She's been convicted of a crime, like, 5 times.
Yeah, but she was never found guilty, so it's fine.
Yeah, but it's the fact that she keeps showing up in cases.
Like, in real life, yeah, she'd be a flight risk, but this is a cartoon world of madness.
She's also, quote-unquote, maybe a princess.
What?
Because it's like she's the head of her shrine, and her shrine ends up taking over the court system at some point.
That's not a princess.
It's like calling Moana a princess.
Okay, you're getting into some technicality territory right there.
Disney did it first.
Yeah, but Disney's stupid.
Disney is stupid.
Bob Iger is, I think, having like a seizure on the floor and nobody wants to help him.
He landed in the recovery position and no one knows if he's okay.
Yeah, we're all just kind of assuming and waiting to see how it shakes out. I'm gonna kill Bob Iger.
What did he do?
He's the head of Disney. He's the one who made all the really awful decisions.
Oh, is he the one that says we have to keep making live actions?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to strangle his neck too.
He's also the one who made Lilo and Stitch the way that it is.
Gaslight, give up your sister, girl boss.
Like, seriously, the guy is I can't even think of an insult that I am comfortable with saying online.
I don't know what he looks like, so I can't help you with that.
He looks exactly like what you think.
I'm hoping Skeletor.
He's meatier.
He's what? Oh, meteor.
He's not fat. He has meat. Fuck. How's it spelled again?
I don't know.
Oh, I meant... It's this guy. Like, he looks like he had his soul taken out of his body.
He looks like those masks that people used to use a long time ago to rob banks.
He looks AI generated.
That one does.
Like,
yeah, right. That one looks AI
This is
generated.
an AI generated picture, I'm almost positive. Look at this. There's no light in his eyes.
Shoot, what was it, like the Reagan masks or something?
Yeah.
He looks exactly like a Reagan mask given to an AI.
Like, he doesn't look like a real person.
He's also getting slightly more upset with each picture that you're scrolling through.
Each picture is taken after the failure of another Disney movie.
It's like in Gravity Falls when they were walking through Robbie's house and it's just pictures of him getting more and more upset.
Alright, we gotta start the game.
Just start the game? Yeah, I know, sorry.
We got distracted. We're giving everything a minute to catch up.
Okay, let's see. I already tested everything. It was all good. We're not gonna get any errors, so yeah, I think we're good to start.
Alright, cool. Do it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Karamaku.
And I'm Cody.
And we're gonna be continuing Ace Attorney Investigations because we're almost out of this goddamn park, and then we're gonna spend 9 more hours in a different place.
Various different places, doing various bits of nonsense.
Wait, no, we already had like 2 cases. Not 2.
3.
This is their 3rd case.
Yeah.
How many more cases are after this?
It's like 3, isn't it? Am I getting confused?
You're right, there's 3 more, I think. Because,
There's extraterritorial pooping, there's the assassination attempt.
And then there's the flashback.
Yeah. Is there chess in this game?
What? No, that's the 2nd game. You keep getting them confused.
There's chess pieces everywhere.
Yeah, because Edward's a fucking nerd.
Oh my god.
And then he decides to be an extra nerd and incorporate them into the fucking investigations later.
What a loser.
Well, he's a loser, yeah.
Is that Band-Aid on her elbow important?
No, I don't think so. That man was not my father. I mean, because at the stadium...
Did you shoot him?
There was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with the $1 million in it. But the badger pointed his gun at me, aiming to shoot me dead. That's why I used the gun I got from Lance. There was a gunshot. The other person crumpled to the ground like a soda can, and I ran, scared for my life.
You know what's funny is that in real life, this would be a relatively easy case to solve.
Yeah, I know, but also fucking dumbass right here is making it super difficult for us to get any information.
That lamppost looks like a Pokemon.
Yeah, you're just expecting it to like grab a child and fly away because there is a Pokemon that does that.
Yeah, there is. Well, it tries to do that. It's too small to do it.
Yeah, sure. I bet you anything in the Japanese version, it's strong enough to do it, and people have gone missing. Like, there is a high chance of children going missing due to those things every year. Well,
I mean, like, what's the a lot of people say that, like, he's, a lot of people, like, make jokes about that one, about Drifloon, but I'm almost certain that most of their entries state that it, like, can't do that.
Pretty sure in Scarlet and Violet just said that it can do that and stopped there. Anyway, this is you.
I think the big picture is finally coming to focus, don't you? Lolly, forgive me. I didn't think it would turn out into something so frightening. I'm developing my father's earlobes. If only I could have protected you.
So, Miss Pops, she shot her own dad without even knowing who he really was.
I hate the fact. Fun fact, this is not a fun fact.
Oh, man, that was so factual.
Fun fact, her name is Lollipop.
Fuck!
If what she says is true...
Well, her name's Lauren, isn't it?
Yeah, but he keeps calling her Lolly.
I know. That's her nickname. It's Lollipop.
I don't know why the lamppost looks like this guy, to me. His giant,
only in
stupid
concept.
head.
Only in concept.
This giant, stupid fucking head for some reason. It's almost certainly a tumor.
Are you saying she's lying?
Yes.
But why would she lie about something like that? What purpose would it serve?
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure people in this universe lie for funsies. You wouldn't be surprised how often people lie without even realizing it themselves, Kay.
Yeah, they stated in the first game that, like, they're not always just lying. Sometimes they just have information mixed up.
Yeah. That doesn't count as lying, then.
Yeah, but
that's just being wrong.
But some people would say it's lying because you didn't tell them the truth, even though they have no way of knowing that they didn't know the truth.
Got it. White girl logic.
This game was written by a white girl.
I mean, with the leaps in logic and just straight up dumb shit that people say and do, maybe, man.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
What I mean is, listen very carefully to her confession once more and you'll see.
Okay, now we gotta, like, tear her shit apart.
And now the problem is are we actually doing that, or is it something else?
Okay, hang on, let me, like, burn through her shit here so I can, like, we can go through it quickly.
What was the thing earlier where it was like, they told us that we need to figure out a specific piece of information, but then it turned out that we were actually supposed to answer a completely unrelated fucking question?
Oh yeah, that happened last time when, like, Lang asked us to prove that she didn't know that her dad was involved. And then we, like, sidestepped that question and said, like, no, there was a third person.
Yeah! What the fuck?
I don't know why that was the case, but, like, that happened.
Okay, anyway, her thing. She met her dad at the stadium.
It's at the stadium.
He's pulling the suitcase with $1 million.
Bad badger. Okay.
Maybe that's the thing?
Because I'm pretty sure where they're going with this is that, like, that wasn't actually the bad badger. Because...
do we know which costume was the one that the person was wearing who got shot?
No, we don't know who was wearing what, but we do know that the Bad Badger costume was thrown away. And there was a loose head. Wasn't there a loose head somewhere? Hang on.
We have a loose Bad Badger head, and we have... Oh, wait, maybe it is the Bad Badger head.
Yeah, and then, like...
Because if he was wearing the head, then... If he wasn't wearing the head, then she would have known it was him.
Yeah, because we had a Bad Badger outfit thrown away with the gun missing.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, wait. Go back to the other picture. Stolen costumes. Blue Badger was Lauren. Proto Badger was Lance. Bad Badger was Oliver. So we do know who was who.
Okay, how did we figure this out? Where did this information come in?
Don't try. Just don't.
Okay. All right.
Just don't even.
But yeah, so we still have the loose Bad Badger head, which was still in play. It was left in the isolation room.
Mm-hmm.
But clearly the Bad Badger outfit was thrown away.
Yes, which we don't have that evidence anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I guess some asshole took it.
I guess they just decided that that's not important.
Was likely wearing one due to the footprint shape and the lack of blood, which I really doubt that would have been held inside of the outfit.
Depends on the material. Well, no, because the bullet wound would still... Maybe if he landed on his back?
What about the bullet hole?
Yeah. Maybe if he landed on his back? If it's a thick enough material, the blood's not going to seep through super quick.
God, okay.
And you might have time to, like, drag him away, but the hole the bullet came in through... You know?
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just going to press her. I'm going to press her right here, see if we can get anything.
Okay, I think you should present the Badger head to this. That was the ransom money, wasn't it?
Wait, we were ransoming someone?
Right!
She's so out of the loop.
Imagine how many ring pops I can buy with $1 million.
Yes.
At least 7 in this economy.
That's how I was able to identify Mr. Deacon almost immediately. It was all thanks to what Lance told me.
I'm the specialist boy. And what did he tell you?
When he called me on my cell phone and told me...
Sorry, I was thinking the lyrics.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was also laughing. We're fucking idiots. That Mr. Deacon had betrayed us and had run off with the ransom money. And about how he had a gun.
That's suspect.
What?
The fact that Lance is the one who told her that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Badger pointed the gun, aiming to shoot me dead. I don't think we ever found any evidence. Well, we had the gun from the Bad Badger. Oh! Do we present the gun from the Bad Badger costume to this? And you just had a spaz attack?
Doing it again.
Shut up.
Anyway, so do you want me to just, like, show her the model gun?
I think...
Wait, hang on. You said yeah, he was in the Bad Badger outfit. I don't know why Lauren didn't want to wear the pink one.
Gosh, that's fucking gay.
I'm not like other girls.
I murdered my father.
Anyway, let's see. It was ripped from the Bad Badger costume.
It's capable of firing blanks still hurt when they hit you.
Wait, blanks still fire out? I thought they were just basically like little fireworks.
They shoot out like these little pellets, so like it stings if they hit you, like at close range.
They shoot pellets?
Yeah, it's like bits of the gunpowder or something. Yeah.
I really thought they were just like a light show.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless I'm wrong.
You're just thinking actually of a shotgun
Unless
shell.
my cousin just fucking lied to me.
You can look it up.
Crap. Sure.
Hang on, I'll do that thing you asked me to.
Objection!
Nope.
Oh, fuck. Maybe I was right and you gotta present the head to the other thing. Miss Pops, this evidence stands in clear contradiction of your statement just now.
Where?
Who?
Who? What?
It's not polite to confuse poor helpless girls, Mr. Prosecutor. Now get in the fucking jail truck, you stupid bitch.
Get in the
And
fucking van.
And then he kicks her knees.
And then she's like, how dare you? And she like kicks him in the nuts.
It just turns into like a cartoon style fight.
They're just fighting each other.
Until you have something significant to add, stuff that jabot of yours in your mouth.
What?
Crap, now I gotta look up what the fuck a jabot is. Is that his like stupid fucking
No,
thingy?
his thing is a cravat.
Decorative neck piece or frill typically made of lace or other fabric. Yeah, no, that's his stupid fucking neck thingy.
Are you fucking serious?
I think a cravat like goes outwards.
Why are they so close to each other?
Because they're French.
You know what? I'll give you that.
A cravat is a
Oh,
bike.
ah!
It's a cravat, and it's a fashion statement, not a gag. See, I looked up cravat, and I'm getting bike racks.
America, stand strong. We're not letting any of that bullshit into this country.
The fucking French.
None of that French shit.
Oh, it's cravat.
Needs to-
Oh, a cravat goes like under your coat, and a jabot goes over it. So technically, yeah, that's jabot.
Wait, is Edgeworth wrong?
Yeah, I think Edgeworth is wrong in this case.
Wait, but he got his fashion statement from
He
his
got-
dad, actually.
His dad or his dad?
His dad.
Oh, okay. His dad wore it?
No.
That's what I asked you.
Yeah, I'm saying that his dad didn't wear this, but Edgeworth does, but he was wearing this before his dad died.
Oh, so this is just a him thing.
Yeah, he's been wrong for years.
Nobody's ever bothered to correct him because they think it's funny.
Oh, to be fair, he was wearing this in kindergarten, so I don't think the kids knew to correct him.
And now it's just too late.
It's too fucking late.
It's also really funny that Lang knows more about fashion.
How the fuck does Lang know what a jabot is?
That's really funny that Lang actually knows.
Who knows? Maybe it was Sheena. Sheena probably told him.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fucking stupid.
Okay, anyway,
You know, I haven't actually pressed this, so let's just do that.
yeah. Hold it, you stupid bimbo. Were you able to clearly see the gun?
Yes, I got a very good look at it while he was pointing it at me. Oh, Father, why would you try to shoot me?
Oh, because he thought it was funny.
Do you
Prank
really?
him, John.
Do you really think a father would shoot his own daughter, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't want to believe it myself. But it's true. My father's left arm was raised with a gun in it. Hey, can you add that to your statement?
Yeah, the fact that you specify left arm.
Yeah. Pointed straight at me. I'm about to die, I thought.
Miss Pops, please calm down and take a deep breath.
And add that statement to your testimony.
Come on, you know you want to. And then would you allow me to please hear that last statement one more time?
Yep, there it is. Yes, of course. Yeah, there it is.
Left hand,
Okay, got
okay.
it. No, I know what I need to do. Where's his, like, felony thing?
Yes. Still got
Yeah,
it.
his dominant hand is right hand.
Yeah. No wonder they specify that nonsense. Welcome to.
I want to know
World of
what his
Nonsense.
crime was that they needed to find out which hand was his dominant hand.
Pickpocketing?
Would that really count?
Lockpicking?
But they said that he was a felon. Is that a felony? Unless he stole like over $1,000, I think.
And to be in jail for like what, 20 years?
Wasn't it 10?
I don't know.
It was 10.
It did not take her long to forget what her dad looks like.
Well,
I have here a dossier on your father.
well, maybe he was just like, if he's pickpocketed $1,000, he was just out there.
I still cannot believe his weight. And according to this, your father was right-handed.
Actually, maybe you should look up a healthy weight for a man who's 5'8" to see if that's even okay. Yeah, he was right-handed. Then the person pointing a gun at you from atop the stage was not Mr. Deacon. Hold on, Mr. Prosecutor.
I got a lunch break in about half an hour, so I gotta arrest somebody. Oh, he's underweight.
Yeah, I thought so. He's atrophying.
At his advanced age. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. I think you need to take a refresher course. And then he throws a refreshing Pepsi at him. The Bad Badger has a model gun attached to his right hand.
He does, yeah.
Did you doubt that? Did you think Lang got his like rights and lefts mixed up? Every now and then he has to do the got it.
I know. I knew which one was my right and which was my left.
You think he had a gun in his left hand?
No, I get my rights and lefts mixed up, so I have to just double check. I also need to double check to make sure the game isn't fucking up. Because Because now that they know that the gun is not attached to that, like, costume anymore.
Which is why, fuck. We've been here for so long, I missed my nappy. Isn't it possible that it went down like that?
Agent Lang, were you paying attention to what Miss Pops was saying?
That face is so smug. I keep thinking he's gonna do the Dr. Evil thing. Where he does the little pinky thing.
Yeah.
Then again, I suppose I can't expect someone who has never set foot in court to catch it. Enough with the smugness. Out with it already.
Get you and your Javot out of here.
Miss Pops told us earlier. There was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with 100 million in it.
I don't sound like that.
That's exactly what you sound like, Silence Woman. According to you, the bad badger had the gun in his left hand, which would mean that he was pulling the suitcase with his right hand. Is that correct, Miss Pops? Think very carefully.
Yes, exactly.
Think very carefully about it.
And I'm sure it was the bad badger. He had those huge sunglasses on his face.
And if that's the case, even I can see that there's a huge contradiction. Yes, Miss Pops. Yes. Miss Pops claims to have seen the bad badger. And yet the bad badger had both of his hands full. These two pieces of information contradict each other, so one must be wrong.
Wasn't the bad badger. Both hands were not. Both. Okay, so I'm gonna say I don't think so, because she said that she saw that they had the $1 million and they had a gun. So
didn't we find that the model hand on the
exists? Hey, welcome.
me at 5 years old finally gaining consciousness. Didn't we find that the model gun was ripped off of the Bad Badger costume?
Yeah, but
yeah, but shut up.
I'm trying to figure out why they would do that.
Because this is a cartoon world.
Well, they did it for a reason. There's always a fucking reason. But like, I'm not quite there yet. But I do know for a fact that it wasn't the Bad Badger, because there's gonna be some evidence that shows that like, he put it on top of his Proto Badger outfit.
I mean, yeah, we did find a loose head, so yeah, let's go with Bad Badger.
It wasn't the Bad Badger.
It wasn't the Bad Badger. Miss Pops, what you saw was not the Bad Badger, but the Bad Dragon.
No!
Think back and recall which character was it that leveled a gun at you.
But it was wearing a pair of sunglasses, and it had the strange blue beard. That sums up the Bad Badger pretty well, I'd say.
Too bad for you, but it looks like the Bad Badger wasn't the mistake here.
Really?
Idiot. I need to think carefully about the facts here. Miss Pops claims to have seen the Bad Badger.
Oh my god, we're gonna lose so much health. Hang on. Hang the fuck on.
And yet the Bad Badger had both of his hands full with something or another.
I need to save, because we're gonna lose so much health here. Oh, we at the top again? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I guess I'll just start from the top then. Overwrite the save.
Dude, I don't know how people found everything in 2016 for the first time, and I don't know if there's a guide for it in the game, especially the classic Doom secrets. I mean, like, back in the day, youngin', way back in the before times when you bought a game, you didn't have to go to an IGN or a Kotaku to find all the secrets. They sold you this little bit of paper inside of the game case that told you, gave you hints where the secrets were, and how to beat what was his name? Psycho Mantis.
Are you
It
done?
was a bullshit thing. Nowadays, you don't even get the fucking game when you buy a physical copy. You get a fucking download key for some fucking reason. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. I don't even go to IGN, ever since they had that video where they fucked up Ryanosuke's name.
Rhinosuke.
Yeah, why'd they call him Rhinosuke?
I don't know. These are the same people who, like, I swear to Christ, I need to show you their like review of Doom, because I need to show you how badly they're playing that game. It's one of the only videos
They like
on there.
take one step and they're out of the map.
There's like an imp wailing on them and they're firing just all over the place. It's like in a cartoon where they fire like perfectly around the imp.
Okay, let's see. So both hands were not occupied. Should I just say both were correct?
Yeah. No, like for the first time, IGN wouldn't have had the guides if someone didn't find it for the first time. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know who's the worst about that? Fextra Life. Fextra Life is the worst place to go for, guides because they'll just put blatantly wrong information on there.
But what if the bad badger wasn't wearing pants on his lower half?
Then he'd be a sex offender. Next question. You okay?
That's fucking stupid. Anyway, let's see.
But yeah, Fextra Life wants to be first, so they put like blatantly wrong information on their like shit. IGN is like fine for guides sometimes.
This proves that there was a way for the bad badger to freely use both of his hands.
Also, IGN sucks in general. They don't know who Killer Moth is. Oh yeah, I remember.
Wait, who's Killer Moth?
He's a Batman villain.
Oh, okay.
If that's the Killer Moth I'm thinking of.
Uh-oh.
It's like IGN is just stupid. I think they were the ones who heard like the R word in the Persona 5 song for Smash Bros.
Take that!
Is this it?
Get your head on straight, Mr. Prosecutor. That doesn't show me diddly shit.
I knew it! What I saw was just a mirage!
Oh no! My lesbian awakening to the Incredibles!
Why was a mirage in the second one?
She died.
Probably, man.
Syndrome
She also
is-
got sucked into the engine with Syndrome.
It turns out his base is designed to explode.
When he dies, his base explodes.
He's got a dead man switch on his heart.
Oh, wait, I can explain. Okay, so let's see.
Miss Pop said that the Bad Badger had a gun in his left hand and the suitcase in his right.
Which is impossible since there should be a gun in his other hand.
But the Bad Badger costume has a model gun attached to his right hand. Which is what created this contradiction about which, okay. Miss Pops's entire statement rests on the fact that she saw his sunglasses and beard. Like in the Lego Batman review, I guess they thought it was based on the movie and not the cartoon. Right. Like,
IGN should really just do movies. That's the only thing they really care about.
They can't even do movies, right, dude?
I know, but they care about it.
They are so overly generous to things that do not fucking deserve it.
I'm gonna lose health. I'm gonna lose all of my fucking health.
This proves that there's a way for the Bad Badger to freely use both of his hands. Shouldn't it just be the torn model gun?
That was the one I put.
Okay.
And then they said, no, you jackass, that wasn't it.
No, you stupid idiot.
Let's see. He was likely wearing one due to the footprints.
Didn't they say that, was it that, I think it was them who said that, like, they were doing a review video of, like, Stellar Blade, and you can tell that they just really wanted some internet brownie points, so they were like, Stellar Blade has very poor character designs, unlike something like Forspoken, which has amazing character designs.
Look at this rope physics on The Last of Us 2.
Like, they talked about how, like, Stellar Blade is, like, from a bygone era and shit. It was the dumbest thing. The costumes have two parts to them. The head and the body.
Oh, I get it now.
No, you
Go
don't,
away,
Kay.
Kay.
No, you don't, Kay. Don't fucking lie to me. We both know you don't get it. You just want to be involved. The head Miss Pop saw was probably really the head of the Bad Badger. However, is it not possible that the body was that of an entirely different badger? A different badger? Yes, or to put it more bluntly, I believe it was the lower half of this badger. Sorry, I had like a bubble inside my body.
This motherfucker?
Oh, fuck. What was Lance wearing?
I'm pretty sure he was wearing the Proto Badger, because I didn't say anything, but I thought it'd be really fun. I thought it was really funny that the actual bad guy in this case had the creepiest outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Take that!
What? The heck is it?
Oh, Sheena's here.
I forgot you were a part of this.
It's the Proto Badger.
Yes, and it's a simple matter of process of elimination. Miss Pops was wearing the blue badger's costume, so we can eliminate that one. And the pink badger is in the wrong color, which would have been incredibly obvious. Do you have handcuffs?
Yes.
All that is left is the Proto Badger costume. Miss Pops, who was the one who wore the Proto Badger costume?
That would be Lance.
You shut your dirty bitch mouth! Are you saying what I think you are? That Lance Amano donned the bad badger head and pretended to be Mr. Deacon?
Wait, hang on. Are they also going to try to say that, like, she didn't actually shoot him because she didn't have a real gun? She had the missing model gun? And he just fell over to make her think that she shot her dad?
IGN should hire real gamers. Well, more than IGN, GameSpot. Bro, SpongeBob. Isn't GameSpot shutting down?
GameSpot?
Yeah, they're another, like, gamer news site.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're shutting down, and they're, like, wiping all... Like, they used to be really good, and now they're shutting down, and they're, like, wiping everything off of the internet.
Well, they just want to make sure that there's nothing left since they're going to be, like, gone.
Yeah, which a lot of people think is kind of a dick move, because now no one can ever access any of that information again.
Well, then they better hope that some of that information wasn't exclusive to GameSpot.
That Lance Amano donned the Bad Badger's head and pretended to be Mr. Deacon. On top of which, he planned to shoot Miss Pops while wearing that hideous thing. It's not that hideous. The stage was set up in the stadium. The stage that was set up in the stadium was nothing more than that. A setup. And its purpose was to lead Miss Pops into believing she had committed murder. Standing there in front of Miss Pops and pretending to be the victim. They can use the Wayback Machine? Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I think they were going to do something where, like, you couldn't use the Wayback Machine.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Wayback Machine doesn't work if you just, like, erase it off of the internet. I could be wrong.
You could test it later once they're, like, completely gone.
Yeah, I guess you're right, yeah.
Anyway, did you read this?
Yeah, it was all...
I did.
Ha 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 ha! I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why is this case continuing? He already admitted to hitting us at the haunted house.
We gotta find out who did the murder. We gotta find out who did the murder.
That was for the ransom, not the murder.
Murder. You know, technically we're unrelated to that. Why exactly would I have to do all that, huh? There was but one reason, Lance Amano. Look at my giant fucking yowie hand. You are the real culprit behind the murder of Mr. Oliver Deacon.
I really hope that it's just his suit that's doing an injustice and making his arm look incredibly short.
Like, I know he's, like, leaning forward. And,
Is
like,
he, though?
Yeah, he's, like, angled towards the camera, so he's like this. But it makes it look like he just has, like, a giant fucking yowie hand.
Well, the thing is that this sprite is, like, reused from, Ace Attorney when he's in court.
So it doesn't quite fit with, like, the perspective.
Yeah, it really screws him over.
What?
No!
That's slander. Take it back. You take it back right now. Just out of curiosity, Lance, which is your dominant hand?
My left. Fuck.
My left, of course. Fuck! I'm left-handed, but what does that have to do with anything? It depends. According to Miss Pops, her attacker held a gun in his left hand. Did I yell that too loud?
I think you're fine.
Who is what-handed doesn't prove a thing. Sorry, that fucked me up for a second for some reason. And besides, now you're just being absurd. It's not like the proto-badger was bulletproof. One misfire and he would have found himself dead, right?
Objection!
I think IGN gave Dustwalker like an 8, and that game is the worst thing ever.
I think they like to follow trends because, like, considering that they don't always just rate good games bad and bad games good, because, like, they rated Animal Crossing pretty good.
Yeah, and I think they gave Doom... No, they gave Doom a bad rating because they didn't know how to play the game.
Yeah.
But,
like, they wanted to follow the trend of people saying that Animal Crossing and Doom were, like, saving everyone during quarantine.
yeah.
But they didn't know how to play Doom, so they just threw that in the trash can.
And then they gave Stellar Blade a bad review because people on Twitter were upset about it.
I really hope that, like, IGN's just run by 80-year-olds with dementia, and that's why they can't play Doom.
I think most mainstream companies these days are run by 80-year-olds with dementia.
I might get a soda in a minute.
I believe he had enough of that as well, and prepared accordingly. And this should be all the evidence you need. This is how Lance made sure he wouldn't be hit by a bullet. A bullet.
A bullet.
Is it the model gun, finally? We found one half of a badger costume in the hideout. A broken one. Happita! Happita! It was not the same one that the victim was wearing. Plus, it was missing something.
Wait,
A penis.
wait, it wasn't the same one the victim was wearing? Did you mug the other guy who was wearing this?
Just beat him up. Dude, I created what's that called? An account for retro achievements called Your Mama. It was not taken somehow. That's actually kind of impressive.
That is impressive.
You mean to tell me Your Mama wasn't taken? Maybe You Mama was taken.
Nah, that's not how the joke goes.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe My Mama was taken. And that something is the model gun that the bad badger carries, which can fire blanks. What?
Did you ever look up if blanks actually hurt?
Oh, right.
Here you go.
Oh, why'd you have my phone?
I don't know.
Miss Pops, where was the gun you used now?
I threw it away into the sea.
Why?
That makes it a bit tough to verify what I was saying.
Yeah, blank cartridges can cause harm, especially at close range.
Oh.
Even though they're less dangerous than live ammunition.
That's fucking nuts.
Oh, it can break the skull and damage the brain.
They're not blanks, are they? At that point, they're just bullets.
At chest, the blank can break the sternum and damage the lungs and heart.
They're just bullets. Just say that.
I think it has to be fired like really close though, like within like 2 or 3 feet.
I hate this. They're not blanks. They're bullets, and people don't want to admit it.
Well, no, because it's not like they can penetrate.
Yes, they
It's
can.
like getting hit by a rubber bullet. It's gonna hurt.
No.
Though I believe we can safely assume that it was the model gun in question. No, you can't assume that. You don't have any evidence. I've heard enough. All you've been spouting so far is pure conjecture.
Okay, you know what? I'll jump into the sea and go get the gun.
Somebody hold my jabot.
You never admit that's what it is.
I know. Hold my cravat, and then, like, in the distance, it's called jabot. I admit that as long as the model gun is lost to us, I can't prove I'm right. However, I can say that the probability that I have... Fuck.
Okay, let's pretend you're right. And that the murder at the stadium was a fabrication.
In that case, where do you think the murder really took place, Mr. Prosecutor?
I don't know yet.
Huh, I knew you were full of shit.
What happened? What?
Did something light up? Oh.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Your spare phone.
yeah, you'd forget it was over there?
I just heard like a buzz noise and something lit up in the corner of the room. I was like, God damn it, we got ghosts.
You're just scared.
Caveman part of my brain activated. I was gonna chuck a rock at it.
Light!
I don't know, I thought it'd be like a bomb or some nonsense. Like, fuck, man, I accidentally built a bomb in my sleep.
Oopsie doopsie, I'm sorry.
Classic. However, I do believe that the murder took place during an earlier time frame.
Please, wait a second. It's simply not possible.
Be silent.
Oh. because I saw Mr. Deacon after he was restrained by Lance.
She saw the victim in the state of being restrained?
Edward's getting wrinkles.
It's a very stressful job.
You know what? I'll give you that. I won't even lie about it. I came back to the hideout after the other two. By that time, Lance had already subdued and restrained Mr. Deacon. He had tied Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next door. No, that was me, you idiot! That was me, you fucking
Right.
dumbass!
That was probably me.
The moment she said next door, I knew what she was talking about. After that, the two of us had put on our costumes and made our escape.
She's not the brightest tool in the knife shed, huh? So, Mr. Deacon must have escaped after the two of you left, right?
We thought it'd attract too much attention if we left together, so I left first. You're putting a lot of trust in Lance.
Yeah.
When there's so much evidence stacking in, like, he was using you and was probably going to, like, pin you for murder so that he didn't have to share the million.
Kind of seems like you shouldn't trust this guy. But that's just me, in my opinion.
We plan to meet up again at the stage in the stadium. But then, as I walked through the park, I got a call from Lance on my cell phone.
Oliver managed to escape. It looked like he was waiting until I was alone. He also stole the gun from me in that time. And then the murder happened. Mr. Deacon must have overheard their plan to meet up at the stage. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, Miss Pop saw the victim with her own eyes.
That was me, you dumbass.
Which means that the victim was still alive at that time, wouldn't you agree?
Why does that sound wrong to me?
Because you have more than two brain cells to rub together.
He's also got an impeccable hairline.
Well, yeah, look at him.
It's crazy.
He goes to one of those black barbers.
There must be something amiss about this account. Let's see what happens when I examine it in more detail.
I just realized, is there ever any black person in any of these games?
I don't think so.
I mean, they take place in Japan. There's only like 6 black dudes there, so.
I don't think there's ever been a black person in these games. But to be fair, they're all Japanese, so.
Yeah.
What can you really say?
What can you expect?
Okay, let me just, like, burn through her shit so that we don't have to, like, wait.
I'm assuming it's the tying up thing that you gotta press. Wait, what's the phrase before this? Lance had already subdued and restrained Mr. Okay, press.
Oh, you want me to press this one?
Yeah, press that 100% because she didn't actually see him restrain him. How did Lance look at the time?
He looked shocked.
He looked fat. Lance just like looks over at her like super offended.
He also looked a little down. When I saw that sadness in his eyes, What are you doing?
It's her with the ring pop.
Stop.
Thank you, that's enough for now. And what of Mr. Deacon? What was his situation like?
Yo, that was nothing.
Okay, no.
Hold it!
Oh, that's your mouse.
Huh?
I just saw the cursor, which is in its little hand mode, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, let me move that, sorry.
It's like, Jesus, I'm losing my mind over here.
Were you staring at that for way too long?
No, I just like saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, what? That's not a part of the game.
Sorry.
Are you sure that it was Mr. Deacon that you saw?
Yes, I'm certain of what I saw.
Okay, but like, are you sure you're sure? Like,
My-
I mean, I know you can be sure, but are you like sure?
My mentor, Miss Oldbag, taught me that everyone only wears one costume ever. Fuck!
He falls to his knees. No!
There's another one!
It's the scene in The Mummy where he like runs over to the trench. No!
Yes, I'm certain.
God, they're reproducing! Did you go into the other room to check?
No, the bad guy was in there.
Scary guy was in there.
He was scary. You wanted me to go to the scary guy? You wanted me to go to the scary room like my uncle. Your dad? No. That's not what I fucking said now, was it? I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Lance said that it was best if I didn't get too close to him.
That was fucking joke
Yeah.
ever.
No, it's not.
It's pretty up there, though.
Yeah, but our dumbest jokes, I don't even think our dumbest jokes have made it to the channel.
I don't think so. Because a lot of them are not appropriate for the internet.
Well, no, because we just have 2 brain cells that we share between each other and we just rub them together sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I just get bored and I start yelling shit in weird voices.
Lance, he's such a kind soul.
Then are you telling me that you did not confirm that it was Mr. Deacon for yourself?
I checked through the slit in the door that separates the 2 rooms.
Wait. into the room that we woke up in?
Yeah?
Miss Pops.
What?
She said she looked into the room that we were locked up in.
She didn't know that we were kidnapped.
I guess so, but now Lang should know.
She just said that she looked into the next room through the slit in the door.
What I'm saying is that now Lang should, know that she's full of shit.
Yeah, because, we've already proven that the room Lance was in. I think, the door on the left went to Wild Wild West area, and the door on the right led to the room I was in.
Yeah.
Or unless Lance is not saying anything because he's hoping we'll miss that detail.
Lang is facing the other way because he saw a cool bird. He's like, you know when cats see a bird out the window and they
Sheeta's
just,
also there,
hyper-focus?
pointing at the bird, trying to get him to focus on that.
No, it's to the left. It's to look where I'm pointing.
The
No,
red
look,
one, sir.
It's where I'm pointing right at it. It's right there.
Stop looking at the water, sir. It's in the sky. He had the bad badger head on. I'm absolutely sure. that just had to be Mr. Deacon.
She saw a bad badger head? Wait.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's a new piece of statement.
Oh, fuck.
Do we have any evidence that says that, or do we just have to press that? We just have the bad badger head that was left in the isolation room.
Which was on me. I don't know if Edward knows that. Because, by the time I woke up, it must have been taken off.
Press the statement first and then present the helmet.
Alright.
Hold it!
So the tied up Mr. Deacon was still in his bad badger costume?
Yes, and?
It would appear that she misread the whole situation. Typical woman.
Oh, raise an objection. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Objectify her. The person you saw was not the victim. Well, it was a victim.
What? Why not? Did he not die?
Shut up and let me explain. I will tell you why not. With this.
Then he throws himself at her, because he's the evidence.
He's wearing the bad badger hat and a very nice, well, kind of a tacky red suit, but it would look nice in the right environment.
He also had these huge hands, which I'm pretty sure that my dad did not have enough muscle mass to have huge hands, but maybe that was just an optical illusion because I was stressed.
Yeah, he was 10 pounds underweight, but still.
They always say stress adds to your weight, so...
Yeah, so maybe it was the opposite.
Stress added to your weight.
Dorothy's just getting more and more upset with her.
He just slaps her at some point, which would hit her with the force of God with how big his hands are.
You heard of Bigfoot? You're like the opposite of that. You're big hands.
There's Bigfoot, big face, and big hands.
And the ever elusive big ass.
No, it's not elusive. Everyone hears it coming.
Sitting around the campfire, telling stories, beware when in the distance you hear. For you're about to be crushed, lads.
Anyway, this pop shows us that the person you saw was not the victim.
You'll know. You'll see the tracks when it's just two large circles in the mud. That means they tripped.
Shut up!
When they come together, they create like a Voltron of like an appropriately proportionate person.
They just create a giant. Anyway, should I just do the head?
Yeah, do the head. Who cares? Miss Pops, the person you saw was not Mr. Deacon at all.
Huh?
Who? The person you actually saw was this person.
It was me.
Miles edging off. I mean Edgeworth. It was me.
Huh?
I...
Yes.
Nothing.
Okay.
I shit your pants.
The person I saw was you, Mr. Edgeworth?
I always thought it was a bit odd. Why would the kidnappers abduct me even after I had handed over the ransom?
No witnesses?
Good
Okay,
point.
you got me there, bitch.
Win this round, but the next round, forget about it. Oh shit. It's not as though I saw the face of the kidnappers.
Yeah, but you still witnessed the handoff.
Participated.
Yeah.
If I were them, I would have just taken the $1 million and ran. But in the end, there was a point to it all. It was to make me look like Mr. Deacon.
God, if Lance just didn't want to murder people, he would have gotten away with the $1 million.
Yeah, oddly trigger-happy fellow. And if that was the reason for which I was abducted, then I believe we can assume that the victim was already dead at that time. Well, Lance, am I right?
Damn, Mr. Deacon was dead before you even entered this park, huh?
I thought you said Mr. Geekin.
Yeah, him too.
He's geeking out. Well, that's... You showed Miss Pops a person, namely me, with a bad badger head on, and then made your costumed escape together. Or so you pretended.
Huh? What do you mean he pretended? He's just doing that run. Like, you ever seen that super muscular guy who's like got his like camera in front of him and he's like doing a run and then someone from a different angle is like showing him only like moving his leg around?
Yeah.
That was what Lance was doing to pretend to run away.
Exactly that. I believe Lance watched you escape and then doubled back to the hideout. Probably to come and remove the bad badger head from my unconscious self.
Oh, shit, this doesn't look good for me.
Into the lake!
You might as well jump into the lake at this point.
And to create his fake prison with the prop sword, he then escaped via the passageway. Shut up.
Are you holding his arm?
Protect me, Daddy Lang!
Don't call me that.
Don't. Yeah, we'll talk later. Don't get caught up in that tidal wave of words coming out of Mr. Prosecutor's mouth.
Tidal wave?
We've heard a lot coming out of you, but I've yet to see a shred of evidence. The victim's betrayal and his subsequent detainment. All of that could have happened while you were out cold. Well, that's right. You were out for quite a while, Mr. Prosecutor.
How do you know that?
Shut the fuck up! Even if that were the case, Miss Pops would have still seen me tied to that beam.
I was scared of Mr. Deacon, so I didn't go into the next room. So I really have no idea if you were in there or not, Mr. Edgeworth.
Shut up, you're not helping the case. You see, it would seem that you can't prove a thing.
Okay, I guess so.
I guess you win this round.
Okay, I got a soda now.
Oh, good for you.
Do you want a soda?
No, I
Oh,
want some chips.
Well, we don't have those.
I know. I'm just like talking through crackers in my mouth. What did you do to some money? Who said that? Oh, no, I was laying. I'm the guy who's like 6 feet to your left. Please wait.
Mr. Amano.
Cue the laugh track. Oh, Miles, my boy. Looks like you're really giving it your all. And Lance, it's not good to cause trouble for others.
How dare you, Lance?
You stupid idiot.
Son of a bitch.
Daddy! Let's see. You are the one in charge of the investigation, correct?
I want to drop charges.
Yeah, that's right. What's with the pirate cosplay? I'm sorry that my son has been nothing but trouble. This probably won't make up for anything, but I have some evidence for you. Oh, do you now?
We folded this guy in half and sent it over.
With the power of flex tape. Is that what I think it is?
I sawed this man in half. It's the Bad Badger costume the victim was wearing, and a gun.
2 guns.
There's 2 guns.
No, that's not the Bad Badger. No, it is the Bad Badger. He wears pants. Because he's got to cover his massive dong.
Hang on, yeah, there's something wrong here. Give me a second. Give me
No, it's the right costume. The gun is still attached to the hand, though. The gun should be missing. There's also a bullet, a wound. I don't know if that.
Wait, hang on.
I guess the bullet wound is in the wrong spot too.
Is that a piece of glass in the head?
Oh, is that it? I couldn't wait for the police, so I went and found these myself.
I've contaminated the evidence, and thus you can't use it.
Watch. Ha 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 ha.
Wait,
like rubbing his hands all
what's
over
the
it.
outfit that's on the ground over here?
Was there an outfit over here?
I could have sworn there was one on the ground. Unless that's Meekins, just dead. And he's just taking a nap.
He tripped and broke his head. It appears that they were disposed of in the sea. Nah, is there no one in this country who actually obeys the law? You know, the shoot first, ask questions later law.
There now.
There now, Agent Lang. That's not voice. There now, Agent Lang. Please calm down. You have any idea how hard it is to juggle like 6 voices? What the heck is that scrap of paper?
This appears to be a letter from the Chief of Police. Please allow Mr. Amano complete freedom to do as he sees fit, it says.
That's a lot of power to give to an old man.
That's a lot of corruption you just spat out.
Yeah. What?
What?
The Chief of Police? What the? Just who does he think he is?
I think he thinks he's the Chief of Police. The person who wields the highest authority in this area.
Higher than God. Oh, there now.
If he doesn't, so would God smite him down right now.
You see a bolt of lightning in the distance.
And live.
Goddamn. SpongeBob. There now. There's no need to be so upset. I'm not a cop from this land. That means you can suck on my balls.
My American balls.
My American balls. So I'm not bound by the laws of your country.
I think he's from China, actually.
He's from Jiangfa. It's like France. It's one of those made-up places.
I know, but it's like
Almost sounds right.
like the pronunciation of it sounds very Chinese.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking that maybe it's just close to there.
It's next door.
It's next door.
Every now and then they lean out their window, start yelling at each other.
Anyway.
Now. This wasn't meant to strong on you into anything.
Are you sure?
Request.
Are you sure? You know what? Now that I'm looking over this paper, it's handwritten by you.
In crayon.
In earwax.
Ugh.
Look, he's got so much to spare. It's all in his lobes.
Ugh. Wax is stored in the lobes. I'm only asking that you please respect the laws of this land.
Well, why else is it hanging so low?
I don't know.
Yeah, they respect the laws or whatever.
Yeah, can't really say no to that. However, returning to the topic at hand, doesn't matter who found the evidence, its value remains unchanged.
No, Lance. Not Lance. You're
Lang.
not Lang, you're Lang.
Too many L's.
Lang. Because he's not a cop, and also involved with one of the suspects, he is highly likely to change the evidence so that it's not so that his son will go to jail.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure any evidence he finds would be considered
A conflict of interest?
Yeah. Non-admissible.
Like legal mumbo jumbo saying that he has a high likelihood to change it.
Basically, you can't trust him.
Yeah, no, like, just, you're gonna have to toss this back into the sea, because you're not gonna be able to bring this to court.
Fuck them fish.
Fuck them fish.
Not the turtles, though. The turtles are cool.
Well, they're not fish.
They're not, but they're in the ocean. Alright, now let's take a look at this new evidence. I've already got the results back.
This man died.
He died of onism.
He died of not having a person in him.
My God, some twisted son of a bitch sucked him out of his skin. God, I wish that were me. I had a special forensics research team that I'm on good terms with conduct the tests.
Okay, that's definitely like a double layer of conflict of interest.
It's fine, it's fine. It's perfect. They verified that the blood on this costume belonged to Oliver. As for the gun, the only fingerprints they could find were yours, Lauren.
Which one? Sir, which one?
There's two guns.
There's two guns.
How were there fingerprints left after it got tossed in the ocean? Yeah?
I wanna say that they can stay for like a little while. Oh God, now we gotta look it up.
Where's
Huh?
my phone?
Where did your phone go?
I got it.
What? You disappoint me, Miles.
You stupid
Oh,
idiot.
you're not my dad. My dad died in an elevator to a bear after picnic baskets.
Oh, why is my phone on SOS only mode?
Oh, because signal's really low.
Oh shit, I wonder if our audience can hear us.
I mean, I could check real quick. It sounds like our voices are fine, so I think it's only affecting our phones. Remember, our house and our phones are on two different internet plans.
Yeah, that's true. Tossing in my degree to wash away the eliminate, especially done quickly. Okay, so it can wash away some of it, but
It seems like some fingerprints will stay.
yeah, but I don't know that you get a full print though. Whatever. I can't believe that you.
They just need one of the fingerprints to be intact to like link it to her,
Fuck.
or at least mostly intact.
Can't believe that you would cause my son such stress and heartache. Thank goodness I was able to find the final pieces of evidence, coincidentally in the nick of time. Isn't that weird? Anyway, with this you'll have no reason to left to push my poor boy around. My little baby boy.
That's it.
He's got his whole life ahead of him. He's only 42.
These are the case-making pieces of evidence. I'll be the judge of that.
So much more life to live at 42.
Is that just how old Lance is, or him?
I was joking about Lance. I don't know how old Lance is.
We can check that real quick.
Guess so. I like to live in the fantasy that he's 42.
Right, we did look this up. He's 21 and Lauren is 19.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
How old is his dad? Yeah, 51.
He's like 10 years older than Lance.
You've been a little bit late in the game to be having Lance, huh? You've been 30?
Yes?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, yeah.
For guys, they won't stop. Guys won't stop making it.
Unstoppable baby-making monsters.
Yeah, and then women, I think they stop at around like 40 or 50.
Well, it's kind of a misconception. We'll talk about that later.
Well, no, it's because we run out of eggs.
Well, yeah, but there's other reasons. I don't know you really run out of eggs.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we only have a limited amount. Well, guys can just keep making sperm forever.
I guess I heard something else.
Well,
Okay,
no,
well-
so our school sucked at teaching that.
Well, I know that like past a certain age, people think that like your risk of birth defects like goes up massively.
Yeah,
In reality, it goes from 0.5 to 1.
yeah, but that's birth defects. Women do run out of eggs. But also, like I said, our school sucked at actually teaching us that, because remember when I said that one of my science teachers said that you can get pregnant through your butt?
Oh yeah.
So that it travels through your bloodstream to where it needs to go because it knows where it needs to go.
Oh yeah. I've learned more using YouTube about biology. I didn't even realize I was that into biology until I started learning about it more from a fucking appropriate school. Not appropriate school,
The
but from
school
like
of YouTube.
not an appropriate school, from like more knowledgeable sources.
Yeah, the school of YouTube.
Mm.
Anyway, back to what we were doing. Can I get out of here?
Because I like.
I'm more interested in this little thing in here.
Can you zoom in?
No.
What's this? It's something in me? Yeah.
No,
It looks
it's
like
not.
there's something inside the costume's head.
Hey, they sparkle. I bet they're. I bet they're really valuable.
You throw these shards of glass into Kay's
She
eyes.
like grabs them. Ah!
Sorry, but they're just pieces of a mirror. But why are they in here?
Fucking. Hang on. Shoot, this is the Bad Badger outfit. Who was wearing the Bad Badger outfit?
Oh, what's
Deacon.
his fuck? Deacon, yeah. Daddy.
Deacon running around and he's got glass jumping into his eyes.
Oh man, that would suck.
Alright, well, I guess I don't need to look at that. This.
This bullet hole looks kind of burnt.
It
around
looks
the-
kind of burnt around the edges.
Stop stepping on my feet, Kay. Wait, those burn marks were left by the gunpowder. This is a most important fact.
Oh, it's gunpowder burn. That means that this was shot within, what was it?
Close range.
Yeah, I keep forgetting if it's 3 inches or 3 feet. I don't remember.
Depends on the caliber of the weapon. Should be within, I think it's like a foot.
The highest caliber they've ever used in this series is 50. So it's like from that to anywhere below that.
Which is like such a crazy caliber.
A child used the fucking 50 caliber. I'm just imagining the kid using it and then just getting thrown through a wall. Anyway, why is that?
Because it is proof that the victim was shot at point blank range. Oh, now we have. Oh no, it was updated.
Oh wait, what updated? Which one?
Victim's costume. Next page. That one.
One of the. Wait, this used to be a. This used to be a question mark.
Yeah.
Now we have 2 Bad Badger heads that are at different angles. We're gonna have to remember.
Better fucking watch out.
Yeah, we have to be very careful not to pick each other. Let's see. What at the time of the shooting, gunpowder burns is proof that he
I
was
should've
shot
made-
at.
Sorry, I was gonna say I should have made a cup of coffee.
Do you want to go do that real quick?
I guess I could while you're sorting this out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Any requests?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not tired. You are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make a quick cup of coffee. Take my cup. My phone.
And he was never seen again.
I just hear our fucking coffee grinder being loud as shit.
Oh, right. You gotta grind your coffee.
Yeah. Not that loud.
I guess it's just me now. Okay, back to this. Let's see. What else? Besides this gun, is there anything else here that is important? Alright, I guess we'll just look at the gun. Could this gun be the actual murder weapon? I turn it over and there's like a piece of fabric stuck to it. It's the other model gun. Revolver data jotted down in my organizer. Oh yeah, that's up. Let's see. So that's a Blue Badger outfit over there. So they're saying this is the victim's Bad Badger outfit, and then there's another Bad Badger outfit that we found in the dumpster. Okay, got it. Can I look at the evidence I just got? Let's see. I can't zoom in on that gun. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm already zoomed out. Zoom in. I mean, there's a horse on it. They found Miss Pop's fingerprints on this gun. Can you let me hold it for a second? I shouldn't if you don't know how to handle it. Besides, Miss Pop's prints are on it. Look, I'm wearing gloves. It'll be okay. I just want to take a look at it, that's all. It's not like I'm gonna run off with it. The only things I don't return is are treasure. Stealing either one would land you in jail, you know. Okay. Is there anything else about this? It looks just like a normal gun. Okay. So there's nothing special about that. Okay, missing model gun, sword. Okay. There doesn't seem to be a lot of actual information that I have here. Well, are these not the most definitive pieces of evidence you've ever seen? Thank you, Dad. This should be enough to convince even Mr. Edgeworth over there. Oh, okay, we're back to this. Make no mistake, these are fingerprints. There are fingerprints on that murderous gun. I almost said weapon. And they prove that it was Lolly who killed Oliver. But Oliver was also after Lolly's life. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense. The fingerprints on the weapon, huh? Oh no! This isn't helpful at all! Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I want to do is save Lolly. But in the end, all I can do is watch on as she takes the punishment for her crimes. That may be all you can do, however, I still have a case to solve and a job to do. The job of unraveling your insidious lies. You wound me. Why won't you believe me, even in the face of all this evidence? Because it's fake evidence? Okay. You make no mistake. There are fingerprints on the... but Oliver is after Lolly too. She's only acting in self-defense. That might be true. Oh, the music's getting hyped up. I just hear it. Let's
Hold it!
Those fingerprints. Are you sure they belong to Miss Pops? There's no mistake about it. Through my connections, I had the best forensic techniques money can buy performed. I find that to be a bit peculiar. What? Are you trying to pick an argument with me? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? I don't know if I should raise one here. Perhaps I should wait and see how this pans out. Slowly they killed Oliver, but let me try this one. And why do you believe the victim was set on taking Miss Pop's life? I suppose it's because he wanted to silence her. To keep her quiet, because she knows the truth behind the kidnapping. In that case, why did he not target you as well? That's because he knew that if he killed me, he wouldn't be able to control my father. Right you are. Even if it cost me millions, I would have had the killer found. I believe he didn't kill you for an entirely different reason. However, I digress. Look, more than why he didn't kill me, I'm worried about what'll happen to Lolly. Oh, that's weird. There was nothing there. There's only actually check here. sure are calm for someone who is accusing his own girlfriend of murder. You have it all wrong. Allowing her to pay the price is a form of love. She says that she also wants to pay back her debt to society, but... Okay, so there was something here. Maybe I should raise an objection. Yeah, raise an objection. Frankly, I don't believe that Miss Pop's prints should be on that gun to begin with. The reason why Miss Pop's prints should not be on the gun is... okay. Used to kill Deacon. Was originally stolen from the guard by victim during escape. Okay, game. What am I doing here? Is it the model gun? Actually... Oh god, I can't save. Okay. This one?
Take that!
This piece of evidence, there's no reason for this video. Which piece of evidence is that? Look here. That's what I speak of. Your logic is so hard to follow. You should provide a map. Hang on. We're so far in it now, I really don't want to go back. I'm very nervous. Even if you did it, there is something specific that makes it impossible to leave prints. Oh, wait, hang on. She couldn't have left prints because she was wearing a fucking costume.
Hold it!
I got it. I think I got it. I hope that's what the game is trying to say. Raise an objection. There shouldn't be any prints on it. Hang on. Let's see. Bad Badger. Victim's costume. What should I present? The reason why Mrs. Pop's print should not be on the gun is...
Take that!
Simply not possible for Miss Pops to have left any prints on the murder weapon. Because while she was at the stadium, Miss Pops was wearing a costume. Huh? But there's been no mistake. We found fingerprints. Well, Miss Pops, do you remember touching the gun at all at any point? Yes. As a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit back at the hideout. I handed it off to Mr. Deacon when he and Lance left for the haunted house. To retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. There you have it. That is when Miss Pop's prints found their way onto... wait, no, you can't double back. So you said that her prints shouldn't have been on it, and then you're like, ah, see, that's how her prints got on it. You can't do that. Grrr. Do you understand now, Mr. Amano? The fingerprints do not prove that Miss Pops is the murderer. But you still don't have any evidence. You still don't have anything that proves that she isn't the killer, right? You seem very adamant about insisting that your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer. Oh, Lance. What? No way! I'm incredibly worried about her. But that doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right? That's where you're wrong. I have the evidence. What? How? The story that Miss Pops killed the victim at the stage in the stadium, the whole affair is simply not true, because that was not the real crime. That was not the real crime scene, but a setup. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all.
Take
Glass. This is really cute. I'd have to rate your logic a 0. Fuck! I'm running out of health. And I hate that I'm running out of health. Arrested Marin Conman think clearly. The murder did not happen at the stadium. In the scenario where the victim was up on the stage and Miss Pops was down below, there must be something that invalidates it. This is my last thing. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all. Would it be the autopsy? Let's see. Preliminary findings indicates loss of blood resulting from a gunshot wound. Anti-point, the lack of blood around the body suggests that the victim was killed elsewhere and then moved, which implies that there should be evidence of blood on at the real murder site. Hi, welcome back.
Sorry, that took longer than I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm about to die.
What happened? I was gone for like, what, 5-10 minutes?
I don't know how long you were gone for, but Edgeworth is about to get shot in the face.
What happened? How have things escalated?
Well, things have escalated. That's all you need to know. Anyway, I'm trying to, he's saying that this proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all.
Mm-hmm.
I have no fucking clue which piece of evidence that is. I tried the glass. They said it wasn't the glass.
Okay.
We're also saying that, the gun doesn't have... Oh, by the way, Edgeworth was like, the gun shouldn't have her prints on it because she was wearing a costume. And then he looked towards Miss Pops and he said, was there any point where you had touched the gun? And she's like, yeah, when I handed it off to Mr. Deacon. It's like, and that's how her prints got on the gun.
Edgeworth's like, fuck.
No, it was Edgeworth the whole time. He was just like, he jumped from her prints not being on the gun to, yeah, her prints are on the gun, but that doesn't make her a murderer.
Oh, okay, so he's just pinballing all over the damn place.
Yeah. Anyway, but we're on our last thing here, and I don't know what to put to prove that.
Okay, we're trying to prove the murder didn't happen
at the stadium.
At the stadium. What are our 2 notes again?
Our notes. This is the love letter that is from Tender Lender, proving that Lance is in debt, and this is the thing that said that Deacon was in jail.
Okay. The Badgermobile?
Are you sure?
I don't know. What all have you tried?
Like I said, just the glass, and we have one more hit left.
Oh, because wasn't it there were no tracks?
I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you, dude. Take that risk. Get blown up.
I want to say this, but I have no idea. Okay.
Did you save?
I mean, I saved fairly recently.
So you can save now.
At this one hit? Just go on the rest of this case with this one hit?
I guess not.
I mean, I'll do it. Oh wait, no, I can't. I can't here.
Oh, well then eat shit. I don't know. Go with Badgermobile.
Badgermobile?
Yeah.
Take that!
Nope, wasn't it.
Oh, fuck. Look, we all know you're just chasing a delusion, so let's stop wasting time, alright? You were to suspect me, Mr. Edgeworth, but you haven't got a single shred of evidence. Not 1 inch. No. It dies. I say we let the courts resolve the rest. Disgraced.
A few days later, Lance was acquitted of all charges due to a lack of evidence.
And then he ran somebody over while he was leaving the courtroom.
Thus, the truth was lost for all eternity.
is what could have happened.
But only a bitch-ass baby boy would have let that happen.
Only a bitch-ass motherfucker would let that shit slide. Say you see some hustler stepping up to your fly girl.
Gates of heaven, and then I just go back in time.
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, fuck, really?
They gave me full health? And here I was scrounging. Right, Lolly's gonna wind up arrested. If the murder did not happen at the stadium, then the scenario...
Is it one of the pendants?
Is it one of the pendants? Sorry, I just remembered that video about Gates of Heaven where that guy is just like tearing the paper off of the calendar. Then the scenario where the victim was up on the stage and Miss Pops was down below. There must be something that invalidates it. Okay. There's something that invalidates it.
Okay, what did the pendants say again?
The pendants have their name on it. And it's like...
Where do we find Collins?
Fuck, I don't know. I think it was on him, actually. Like, no, they're not going to show me a fucking picture of him wearing it. But yeah, the horse is on him.
Okay, he was wearing the horse. Where did we find the wings?
Dolly had it.
Dolly had
Not
it.
Dolly, Lolly.
Lolly had it. About to attract a Frenchman. What does the love letter say?
This is from Tender Lender.
What does it say? May I come see? Okay.
I never.
Who the fuck is Viola?
Yeah, I never showed you Viola. Do you want me to
We're
look?
gonna see Viola?
No, she's never gonna show up in this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, she is a character from the third game, and everyone describes her as creepy because she is always like. She's always like giggling to herself and offering people drinks. Like drinks and snacks and stuff.
Is she like creepy but in one of those like, you know, wood ways? Or is it like, you know, she's creepy but, you know, if you're a guy and you're kind of
Eternity.
I think it's called a Bible. The fucking Bad Badger Bible.
This is her.
I mean,
he was all like, oh.
You know, he was all like, oh. This might point out, because the entry wound was the lower right abdomen and the exit point was his right shoulder. So whoever was firing at him was firing upwards.
Alright.
Proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this.
Take that!
Nope.
Fuck!
But maybe like the letter that's sent here is Viola before she got her head bandage.
Ah, really?
Because the reason she has a head bandage is because what's his face? If it'll let me fucking see him.
Oh, is it the victim's costume?
Is it the victim's costume?
Because of the gunpowder burn.
Right.
Take that!
Ah!
You found it?
Ah.
Shut up.
Victory! Screech!
No.
Anyway, enough perving of.
Anyway. Yeah, this motherfucker. Red Phoenix. Furia Tigre.
Evil Phoenix.
Evil
Phoenix wrong. Phoenix left.
Anyway, but like the reason she has the head bandage is because Furia Tigre, I think
Teabagged her. That's some bitch.
like got into a car accident with her, and her dad, like while she was in the hospital, went up to him and was like, "If you don't fucking pay for the surgery,"
Like he wanted Tigre to pay for it.
he wanted Tigre to pay for it, which
Okay.
forced him to work at Tender Lender.
He looks evil. Shit.
He is evil as shit. He's the guy
He's the
where
murderer?
like he's the murderer for that case.
Okay.
When he gets to the fucking trial, Phoenix pulls a, you know, I can't believe that you had the poison in a green bottle, and he's like, what? No, it was in a brown bottle. Yeah, he pulled that bullshit on him.
He just Looney Tuned him.
Yeah, he fucking Looney Tuned him in the middle of court.
That's fucking great. That's absolutely great. That's literally the guy who was like, he like stabbed his wife and daughter, and then in court he was like, I didn't stab her 37 times, I stabbed her 38 times. If you gonna tell it, you gonna tell it right.
There was also an earpiece in my bag. There wasn't an earpiece, Your Honor.
That's a way funnier example than what I said.
I know, because that was Judge Judy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wasn't there also the one where he like he was accused of stealing a jersey and he showed up to court wearing the jersey?
Some people are fucking stupid, or maybe they just want to get caught because, like, I don't know, they get to go to jail. Their housing is paid, their food is paid.
Oh yeah, but they still gotta pay like backup rent and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think they know that.
They don't.
No one ever talks about that.
I think they're just stupid.
Well, yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry. Let us take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing. Then I believe you will see why I insist he was not shot at the stadium.
I got it in 2 tries.
Well, I only had 2 tries. That was how much health we had left.
I know, but still. This is the part of the costume that proves. I guess technically 3 tries because your second try was my fault. You see, he was taken out by a bullet bill. The burn around this bullet hole was made when the victim was shot at point-blank range.
Wait.
What?
If this is the size of a bullet bill, how big are bonsai bills?
The bazooka shots. They're 50 caliber.
They're the 50 caliber shots. So then you mean that the murder Miss Oldbag saw at the stadium really was... Yes, she saw 2 people, but they were separated by a distance. If the victim was indeed shot from below the stage, there shouldn't be a gunpowder burn.
Doesn't he mean on the stage?
I don't know.
Because it said shot from below the stage.
Wait, did I say that right?
No, you said it right, but that's what the dialogue said. That the victim was shot from below. But you can pull it up, history.
Yeah, I can. You're right.
Shot from below the stage.
I think he's trying to say that he was shot. He was actually shot through the stage. Like Lance was below it or something.
This is stupid.
I don't know. Maybe the person writing this case has no idea what the hell they're talking about at this point.
Who the fuck is Felix?
Oh, did I say like? What was his name again?
Tigray?
Yeah,
Felix Tigray?
It's not Felix, is it?
Is it? You could.
Still haven't pulled up. Go away, fucking Francisca. It was Furio Tigray.
Furio.
Then who is Felix?
Now let's talk about something. Are you talking about? No. Fix It Felix?
No, probably not. Have you watched Murder Drone? Yes, we have.
We watched the pilot the other day.
I mean, like, it was good. I got some early Ruby vibes from it.
Yeah, the way characters move and stuff like that is janky. Not janky.
It's janky in a good way though. It's like they're just starting out.
Yeah, like I think it's a motion capture.
I don't know if I would say it's motion capture. It's definitely like one of their earlier projects. They get better at animation later.
Some movement looks like it's motion capture.
You sure?
To me, it does.
Which one?
Like running.
You think
like
so?
when characters like standing and talking.
All right. I mean, I'll give you that.
This is also a weird example, but some death battle videos, it gives me the same kind of vibe as that. Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants Prosecutor. Since you seem to know all the answers, why not tell us where the real crime scene is? Also, the murder drones are just vampires, which is funny. Lance sent me up to look like Mr. Deacon back at the hideout.
Did you mess up so many times that you just had to reset?
Yeah, I guess so. My brain.
Gee, what ep animation gets good in episode 5? Anyway, what ep? Like I said, we just watched the first episode. We're going to continue it, but as of right now, we just watched the first one, like the establishing of everything.
Dude, who the fuck is Phoenix Wright? Just call him Saul. Hey, fair point. Phoenix is a little more competent than Saul.
Is he though?
A little bit.
I only think in like a universe where Looney Tune ass courtroom shit works is like is the only reason Phoenix is good at his job.
Yeah, that's fair. Phoenix lives in a cartoon world.
The judge that he goes to every single time was bribed by like 5 different bento boxes from the same bitch.
He's very bad at his job.
Yeah, and then like the judge in Great Ace Attorney is just a fucking Chad. He threw a suspect across the room because he was threatening people.
Yeah, he cast 5th level meteor swarm.
Where'd they go? What happened to him?
I think it's like genetics. You know, the intelligence got bred out over time.
Deltarune 3 tomorrow. Wait, what day is it for you? What do you mean? What day is it for me? It's the first.
Well, no, I think he means like what day is Deltarune coming out for us? Because
I don't know. I need to look that up.
Sometimes when games release, they release at different days in different countries because of time zones.
I have no idea. I haven't been keeping track of that. I just assume that the game will update on my Switch when the day comes.
There's been a lot of shit going on.
There's been a lot of shit going on. I have still one thing that's still going on, and I can't do anything about it until Monday.
But it's kind of like how, remember how I was talking about earlier in Doom? Doom guy killed all the intelligent demons, leaving just the feral animal ones. In the Phoenix Wright universe, the legal system wiped out all the intelligent judges, leaving people who got their certification out of a Cracker Jack box.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know you have rights? Feels like that sometimes.
Yeah, that's what happens in this game. As Phoenix Wright walks on screen, he's like, "Hi, I'm Phoenix Wright. And did you know you don't have to go to jail because you were seen talking to the person who was murdered 7 years ago?"
Because the thing... Yeah, goddamn right.
You're goddamn right.
Anyway, the thing is, I also think they're doing the same thing with the lawyers in this universe, because there are 2 other lawyers besides Phoenix that have ever been in this game. And, well, I guess technically 3, and it was Mia, who died, the guy who defended Yanni Yogi, who defamed his whole career and had him move out into the middle of nowhere under the guise of a dementia-riddled old man. And then there was Godot, who got poisoned to the point where all of his organs shut down and his hair turned white.
Yeah, I don't know how he's alive.
I don't know either.
I'm pretty sure when you go into mods, that's just kind of like you're bedridden for the rest of your like existence.
Breaking Bad music.
Goddamn right. I've never actually seen all of either Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. I've seen like episodes. I should sit down and watch it. I think
you can watch it by yourself. I'm good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should continue.
Yeah.
Lance set up to look like Lance set me up to look like Mr. Deacon back at the hideout. If that's the case, then the murder must have happened prior to that. And the location where Lance and the victim were at just before I was imprisoned was...
Dude, Saul Goodman would actually rock it in this universe.
Oh my god, I was ahead of the fucking game. That's why they didn't let me use the glass.
Oh, really?
I tried to use the glass to say that that was the real murder scene.
You're too smart.
Just like in the UK, you live in Texas, there's about 7 hours-ish a day where we are on different days. Oh, that's what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Because of time zones. I wonder if you're saying that right.
Hey, let me read it. Just like in the UK, you live in Texas, there are about 7-ish hours a day where we are on a different day because of time zones. In 3 hours, it'll be June 2nd for me, but 6 o'clock on June 1st for you.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I don't imagine there'd be a huge time difference.
No, actually, will you hire Saul or Phoenix? I think I'd hire Phoenix because he's undefeated.
Yeah, I think I'd go with Phoenix.
Like, the only case he ever lost, he chose to lose.
Yeah, that's true. Well, wait, what universe am I in? Because if I'm in the Phoenix, well, I might go with Saul Goodman. If I was in the Phoenix Wright universe, I'd go with Saul.
And the reason he got disbarred in, like, the later games is because someone tricked him into using fake evidence.
Then again, Saul does a lot of, like, illegal shit to get his convictions, and that can come back to bite you.
Yeah, especially if they want to bring your case back to court because of the illegal evidence. So that could put you at risk.
Which I think can nullify double jeopardy. I would hire Saul because I have rights.
Yeah, but Phoenix is my right.
The only reason I know about time zones is because my Meemaw was like a huge weeb for England for some reason.
So it was like 3 days in school where they talked about time zones, and then they never brought it back up, and yet they wonder why people don't know what time zones are.
I know the difference. I know about time zones. I just never remember like what's the difference.
I don't know what the specific time zones are for each area. I just know that they exist, and I need to look them up whenever something is releasing.
Yeah, I think it's 1 hour for every like so many feet or or miles.
Yeah,
feet.
it's not feet, Jesus Christ. Let's see, I've got it. I know where the real murder scene was. Really, Miles? I'm so glad that I had to die and go to a different universe because I was ahead of the game and showed the fucking glass.
You just like get smile like
Yeah, fucking pretty much, man. It
like
was
War
over
of the
here.
World style.
Fucking over here at the haunted house. Yeah, okay, we're still caught up. I was looking over.
I think it's not unreasonable to assume the murder took place in the haunted house. The haunted house?
Yes, and I have proof that it is highly likely that the victim was killed there.
What proves that the real scene of the crime was the haunted house?
Maybe
He like turns around and is like, fuck.
maybe this thing that I tried to show earlier. I fucking hate this game.
Okay, you will hire Phoenix because you're an Ace Attorney fan, but I will hire Saul because I'm a Breaking Bad fan, so I guess that's why.
Yeah, but like I said, Phoenix is undefeated.
I'm middle of the road. I'm a fan of like both things, but like if I was in the Phoenix Wright universe, I probably would choose Phoenix because the legal system. Well, no, actually, Saul Goodman would thrive because the legal system is like written on the back of a napkin in a Denny's diner.
The judge,
The rules are whatever they say they are.
the judge is back there squatting, and it's like, oh yeah, of course it should be allowed that they can just bring in new evidence without it being seen by an officer.
3 days is more than long enough to solve a case.
Can
I think
you
I'd go
bring
with
me
Saul.
some more blueberry jam for my pancakes? Oh, there's a smudge on this law. I'll just wipe it off.
Can I have the fruit pancakes? That's not what they're called. I just want the fruit pancakes. It's like, no, you gotta say it. I don't want to say it. Say it. I want the Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity. I want the Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity pancakes.
Also, I think they gave like a pretty good explanation as to why we wouldn't pick Saul, considering he does illegal shit and that could bite us in the ass later.
Yeah, that can come back to bite you.
Not to mention, isn't the first episode of Better Call Saul him losing his case because the guys like did stuff to a decapitated head? On video.
I think so, yeah. Saul just has bad luck.
I mean, like, maybe it just depends on how well you know you hid your evidence.
But he's smart, so.
He is smart.
It's a death battle, but it's just Saul and Phoenix representing like different people in a court.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say fighting, because Phoenix was in a fighting game, and he's the most overpowered character in that game.
That's true. Marvel vs. Capcom. Phoenix Wright is one of the most OP.
Anyway,
Man,
Glass.
who would be the funniest character to have Phoenix and Saul Goodman in a courtroom representing? Like Larry.
No, Larry fucking sucks.
Oh man.
So boring as hell. What's his name from Breaking Bad? I want to see Phoenix defend him.
Who, Walter?
Yeah.
What if you were in a desert and you were caught buying edibles from a bald man with glasses? Who would you call? Ghostbusters. I mean, then you get it. Well,
I'd call Mia from Beyond the Grave.
I'd call Saul. He'll get me off. Like, okay, here's the thing. If I actually did something illegal, I'll call Saul. If I'm innocent, I'll call Phoenix.
Yeah, because Phoenix will find out.
Yeah, Phoenix will actually find out. Saul, he doesn't care. He just wants to get you off.
Phoenix is also absolutely willing to throw his cases if he finds out you're fucking
Evil.
You're fucking evil, yeah.
Yeah. Like, Saul, he's a great lawyer. He'll get you off no matter what. End of the day, you're getting off with Saul.
Yeah, but still, like I said, Saul can only do so much, especially since he lost that first case.
He did. He's lost a couple of cases, I think.
Well, Phoenix is undefeated.
Yeah.
But you just have to make sure that you're innocent if you pick Phoenix though.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Sailor Phoenix.
Oh god, I'm just imagining Phoenix wearing a fuck Sailor Moon
You
outfit.
hit me right in my penis.
Uh,
These were inside the costume the victim was wearing. They're fragments of a mirror.
We're never
mirror.
getting out of this fucking park, are we?
And what does that have to do with anything?
Indeed. you don't.
Correct!
You don't exactly expect to find pieces of a mirror inside of a costume.
Maybe he was just very vain.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous.
What do you have to back up in the costume? Idiots.
Put glass on the inside so you can see behind him.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, will you still call Saul if you were innocent if Phoenix didn't exist?
No. I'm not running that risk. I'll go with the... oh, wait, isn't Saul a public defender? Or
Isn't he?
Is he a
I don't.
private lawyer?
I don't remember. I remember he gets a job offer in that episode though.
He does.
So maybe like once you start watching it, let me know what he like is, if he's like private defender or public defender.
Oh, fuck,
Or Snappy could tell us if he knows.
I don't know. I think I'd go with somebody other than Saul, though. Doesn't, like, people know Saul's reputation, too.
Not to mention, Phoenix has a good reputation, especially since he defended Will Powers, which someone explained like it was if you defended someone from the Teletubbies, like it's a kids show but they're famous.
It's like when that guy from Power Rangers was found to be using his skills to, like, break into people's houses.
Is that real?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No!
Yeah, the guy. I think it was the guy who played, like, the Pink Ranger or the Yellow Ranger or something. No, it was the Red Ranger.
Scottish!
It was Red Ranger. It was the guy who played Red Ranger was, like, using the skills that he had gotten from the show to, like, break into people's houses.
The suit made him evil. It was red.
It's like the red. It's like the Green Goblin mask. Oh shit! I got you with that one. Huh?
Avenge me!
Man, you want to watch the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies?
Maybe. However, there's one piece I can think of when there's a plethora of mirror fragments.
We were already gonna watch the good Lilo and Stitch.
Oh yeah, we were gonna fucking binge all of the Lilo and Stitch stuff.
Yeah, dude. They dress Jumbus, or they dress Gantu so slutty in the show. Bro, he wears crop tops.
There was only so much they could do in the movie.
He wears crop tops and short shorts.
Is that not beach attire? They live on a beach. They're
Yeah.
like right by the water.
Yeah, but it's Gantu. Gantu's the big whale guy.
It's so hot. It's Hawaii, man. It's so hot.
Like, they dress Gantu like a himbo sometimes, man. I don't know what they were trying to say with that. You got Gantu dressed as a himbo, you got Pleakley dressed as a woman, you got the lifeguard chick. We all know the lifeguard chick.
Disney was way more inclusive before they tried to be inclusive.
God, I miss old Disney. Was Road to El Dorado Disney? No, that's DreamWorks.
No, that's DreamWorks.
Because
Yeah,
Chell...
and that is the haunted house.
I think seeing Chell and then seeing the lifeguard chick in Lilo and Stitch really kind of fucked my developmental years up. Anyway.
I didn't watch either of those movies. I didn't have them.
No, that explains why you're not a dirty pervert.
Eh.
I think Gantu would have been too much for you.
I'm just dead on the floor.
Foaming now. Christ, it's been
Lance-
like 5 minutes and we've gone through 3 lines of
Lance
dialogue.
Amano, I propose that you killed Mr. Deacon with a revolver in the haunted house.
Did you just clue this man? Did you just fucking clue him?
I did clue him.
You twisted son of a bitch.
Mr. Mustard, you used the rope to kill him in the dining hall.
Colonel Mustard, get it right.
I don't respect his rank.
He earned that rank.
No, he didn't.
He earned that
Stolen
rank.
valor.
He served in He served in an army. I think it's said in England, so he served in Her Majesty's army. I don't know how old he is. After that, you stole the Blue Badger Mobile to move his body to the Wild, Wild West area.
Yeah, with Will Smith. Whoever's seen that movie.
All 7 of you. That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. I just don't know if a lot of people saw it. The timing when the Blue Badger Mobile was stolen confirms this as a fact.
I will say, Wild Wild West is just a more tame version of Blazing Saddles.
But Loveless has like the coolest wheelchair ever.
That's true. I don't know why we don't. Well, Boston Dynamics. I so badly want Boston Dynamics to come out with a wheelchair that looks like that.
Cody, did you 100% 2016?
Doom 2016? I did, actually. It took me multiple tries because I can never find the goddamn secret areas.
Didn't you also have trouble with that in the recent one? Like, there was one secret thing that you couldn't find and you were freaking out about it?
Oh, in Dark Ages?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know I had to pull a lever that I couldn't find to get to a chest of gold, and it was pissing me off.
There was one where you were freaking out about it, and I, like, had to take the controller from you to let you cool down as I was trying to scale some walls.
I think I was just having a bad day at work, and then I came home to that, and I was just angry.
Anyway, you.
My tier list for the Doom games is absolutely Eternal, 2016, and Dark Ages.
Yeah, it's not a bad game. It's just at the lower end of all those other games.
Yeah, especially coming down off of Eternal. I would have liked Dark Ages more if it had come out before Eternal.
Biceps.
Bicep. I fucking love that. Oh, speaking of, we're actually going to play Doom 2016 just on the regular channel.
Can you read your line, please?
Miles, my boy, say no more. Say less, say less. I'm sorry, Mr. Amano, but I cannot do that.
Then fucking Lang slaps me.
I didn't 100% Dark Ages. You missed Doom, Doom 2, and Doom 64.
That's okay.
That's fine. I don't think we're gonna... Those were made by a different company, but they're all pretty... Doom 1 and Doom 2 are basically the same game.
Be quiet.
Be quiet. Be silenced. Yes, please, do something. Stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense. Ernest Amano, correct? I meant you. Now be quiet, Gramps. How dare you! Doom 3 is the absolute bottom of the barrel. Like, that is my
Pinkies
least...
and wheelchairs.
Fuck, now I got... Okay, so it's Eternal, 2016, Dark Ages, 64, 1 and 2 occupy the same space to me, because they're basically the same, and then Doom 3.
I can't believe The Rock wasn't the main character.
God, I still can't get over it. I saw somebody say they prefer the pinky design in 3, which is such a trash take. I don't need words. The only thing I require is evidence. Decisive evidence. And to call these bare bits decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr.
Please stop.
Prosecutor.
Please fucking stop.
Lance, are you okay?
What?
I'm having a strike.
What?
Sheena, wasn't there a mirror in the kidnapper's hideout?
Yes, there was a mirror there.
Fuck!
A mirror that was for the haunted house.
That kind of got us there.
They did.
You see? Isn't it possible the fragments got into the costume there?
But Agent Lang, there were no fragments on the floor, so the possibility is very low.
Shut up. Probability?
I swear to God, if you're just gonna make it that he just mispronounces words.
I had a stroke. Ling Ji says, on truth's path, the word probability does not exist.
You ever see that, like, thing that went on in the Christian community where a lot of people were saying that Jesus knew about germs?
What? My probability buddy.
Yeah, it was weird. It was, like, for a while people were saying that the Old Testament people knew about germs because they said that people who touched dead bodies were unclean.
Okay, so that's... They didn't know that there were germs. They just knew that if you touched a dead body, there was a high chance of you becoming sick. They didn't know that it's because there were, like, microbial things on them that would spread to you. They thought that sickness was, like... Well, they knew the concept, right? They knew that, like bodies would carry disease and stuff. So touching them could spread it to you because they thought it was more, like, ethereal.
Yeah, but it was really funny to watch a bunch of Christian nuts just try to argue that that old people knew a lot of this shit before it was discovered.
God damn it.
It was really funny.
The pinky design in Doom 3 made me die of laughter. Compared to the original design, it's not even close. Yeah, no, it's so stupid. That stupid little fucking wheelchair thing, and then, like, their big head, it's so dumb.
You see, like, a fucking hospital ward where they're, like, strapping the pinky into the wheelchair because...
Like, Jesus, why not just give them robot legs at that point?
Probably would have been cooler.
Yeah! That also confused me in the movie. Like, why did you give him wheelchairs? That's just kind of being a dick.
What if they hit you with a wheelchair? Like they did a whip around and hit you with it?
That would be the funniest thing ever.
But at least it would do something.
Yeah. They actually... their shape is like the Pinky Rider in Dark Ages, but they don't look that similar.
They just took the wheelchair off.
Because there's like quadrupedal. Anyway. The only thing that does is definitive... The only thing that does is definitive proof. What?
I think it had to like work off of the previous statement.
I think he actually had a stroke at some point.
Langsy says the only truth on the truth's path, the word probability does not exist. The only thing that does is definitive proof.
Oh, it's okay. All right.
Yeah, so it works off of the previous statement.
Also, in Doom 3, one of the enemies, I think, was the inspiration for the Agadon Hunter in Eternal. Just a fun fact for you. The question, Mr. Prosecutor, is, do you have the definitive proof you need?
I just throw Lang into the ocean.
Looks back. Everybody's cool with that, right?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you?
No, but I'm trying to make him think I do.
Don't say that so loud, Kay.
Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
I throw Kay into the ocean. Just start throwing people.
That video of Roman Reigns throwing those kids into the pool.
Wait, who?
Yeah, they did the ice bucket challenge on him. He's a wrestler. And he, like, picks up the kid and he chucks him in the pool. He picks up the other kid, chucks him, and starts running at the cameraman.
I've never seen that video.
You've never seen that
No!
video? I'm almost certain you have.
Maybe I have. I just don't know. There's so many similar videos.
Do I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place at the haunted house? I gotta turn my phone down because I was watching a video about monkeys.
The answer is no.
See? So since you don't have any, shut it. A Pinky is supposed to be a demon that walks on 2 and bites Doomguy, dealing 25% damage and takes around 6 shotgun shots. Not a demon on 4 that flipped the upper part of his face. Like, okay, I don't mind the Pinky Rider design. I think it kind of shows that Doomguy is a natural disaster. I think what happened was...
Not to himself, to demonkind.
Yeah. I think what happened was that in Dark Ages, Doomguy killed so many of the large Pinkies, they had to evolve to be smaller and more heavily armored on the front.
Well, yeah, because they need to be, like, quicker, maybe.
Yeah, and they also charge forward towards Doomguy, so they're less agile, but they have more, like, impact to them. Plus, he probably wiped out all the riders, so nobody knows how to ride Pinkies anymore.
They don't have time to learn.
Yeah, and there is a codex entry that says that evidence shows that other demons eat Pinkies. So...
I don't have the evidence yet, but...
But...
I'm certain the murder occurred around that time I turned the ransom over.
I just wasn't a fan of a lot of demon designs in Dark Ages. Like, I know the cacodemons aren't actual cacodemons, they're hybrids, but I just would have preferred the original. At the time, the only people at the haunted house besides myself...
Sorry, I was looking at that painting. I hope to God that's a guy.
He looks all scrunched up and angry.
It's Von Karma before he got old.
He was born looking like that.
Scowling the moment he came into the world.
Also, there's parts of Dark Ages that didn't feel finished. Like, there aren't codex entries for certain enemies and weapons.
Oh, yeah, that. I noticed that, too. Well, you pointed it out to me, and I was like, yeah, why don't you try to find it? Maybe it just didn't load in. And then you'd go back in, it's not there, and then there's, like, also others that didn't come in either.
Because whenever you kill a demon for the first time, you automatically get his codex entry. There's not a codex entry for the Arachnotrons, off the top of my head. And one of the plasma weapons doesn't have a thing.
Yes, a thing.
A codex entry, sorry. Which you get as soon as you pick up the weapon.
It's funny how true 2016 stays to the design of 1993. After the disaster of Doom 3.
Yeah.
They managed to pick themselves back up.
They went more towards the original designs in Eternal. I kind of liked the designs in 2016.
Well, at least you can feel better that Eternal is what they technically end off the series with, not Dark Ages.
Yeah, because that's the last game in the timeline. I am curious, because I don't know that demons could come back now that Davoth is dead?
Well, maybe there's some way to do it. That's why they pray they don't have to get Doom Guy out of the casket.
The box. Put him in the box and pray that you don't have to open the box.
Oh, he became Pandora's box.
Ooh, that's that's like an interesting thing. Yeah, you gotta put Doom Guy in the box. Hope you never have to open it. But anyway, I prefer Eternal designs. Anyway, will Lance and Mr. Deacon, if I can prove that the murder took place at the haunted house. Oh wait, other than the modern Doom games, rank Doom, Doom 2, Doom 64, and Doom 3 from worst to best.
Well, Doom 3 is obviously going to be on the bottom, like, for the worst.
Yeah, I said it earlier, but it's 64, 1 and 2, and then 3.
Because you can't decide between 1 and 2, can you?
They're very similar. Like, they feel pretty much the same with the exception of a few, like, bosses and enemies.
And I can prove Lance's guilt in connection to the murder.
I hated Doom 3, though.
Oh, yeah, see, like, you were out, but, like, yeah, there's another outfit, but that's the Blue Badger.
Yeah, that's Main Badger.
It's fucking Meekin's passed out on the ground.
He got overheated.
He might be overheated. He might just be in that costume
Just
still.
chuck him in the fountain. Chuck him in the fountain. He'll be fine.
Agent Leg, I have a special request. Yeah.
I promised I wouldn't do that again. Those years are behind me. I've already paid for college.
He's talking about bartending, but he doesn't he doesn't elaborate, so everyone thinks a lot worse.
Look at how tight those pants are, dude.
Yeah, a bartender could could get a lot for that.
Yeah, fair point. I mean, you're behind the counter. Who's singing your ass?
Well, what about when you need to go back there to get more alcohol?
I guess so. You could also
You,
just
like-
have a mirror.
You like turn around and they see your ass.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a bar before?
Yeah. My parents took me there when I was a kid.
Yeah, but you were a kid. You couldn't see over the bar.
Yeah, that's right. No, they like sat me on a stool so they could keep an eye on me.
Oh.
I didn't know some people like 64 more than Doom and Doom 2. I mean, it's very similar. I don't know. I kind of liked 64 more. 64 was the one with the paint elementals, right?
Sure.
Or like the cat-eyed Kakadu one.
Keep telling yourself that.
I get them mixed up sometimes, but like, I don't know. They're very similar.
I'd like to prove to you that the scene of the crime was indeed the haunted house.
Okay. Oh, you're not talking to me. I'm sorry. I just kind of forgot I was here, and Cody hasn't gotten to do this voice in a little bit.
Gumshoe like crossed his legs into the corner. He's like picking flowers and pulling the petals off, wondering if he'll ever be back in the case.
He's sitting at the edge of the fountain, just kicking his feet.
Tossing, like skipping rocks in the ocean. I can see Gumshoe doing all that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think the only Doom game we don't have is 64.
Really?
I'm
Don't you have a
almost.
poster for it?
Yeah, I got a poster for Doom 64. It came with Doom 3.
They knew. They fucking knew.
I've got all the Dooms except for 64, I think.
64 is also a confusing game. I was stuck at the start of the first level for a while.
I have a shameful confession. I wasn't really a gamer growing up because my parents were against video games, so I just had a Game Boy and a DS. Doom was one of the first games I ever played, so I didn't know that pressing the joystick was R3. So in Doom 2016, I spent way too long in that area where you wake up trying to figure out how to interact with the touchscreen because I didn't know you were supposed to press R3 to open it.
Why in the world are you asking the werewolf for permission? Because I don't really have a choice if I want to find the truth.
It took me like 10 minutes to figure it out. Alright, permission granted. But you're not to touch a single thing, got it?
It's really funny that some of your favorite games are like polar opposite of each other because it's like on one side of the spectrum you got like Doom, and then on the other you got Slime Rancher.
I'm a complicated man. I think all of my games that I enjoy involve either monsters or being a first-person shooter.
I guess you could call yourself that in Slime Rancher.
It's a first-person shooter,
Sure.
arguably.
That won't be a problem. All that's important to me is the truth being brought to light.
The only thing that I care about is finding the truth and kissing your dad.
Because I can't kiss my dad anymore. He died in an elevator.
I feel unfulfilled. I need to kiss someone's dad. It doesn't matter by who or how it's done as long as it is. Gay.
Yeah.
Gay. Sheena.
Awoo.
No. Put in the paperwork for the authorization immediately.
Understood. I'll go get the Gatewaters group approval.
The only thing wrong with Doom 64 is that there are only 4 difficulty, and they changed the names of all of them.
Who was that?
Who is that? Who dares?
Now.
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 Let's hold on for a second. There's no need to obtain approval.
Mr. Amano?
If it'll get my little bitch shit son out of my life. Agent Lang, if you would please take a look at this.
Also, I appreciate people who do UV Max. I can only do HMP Max?
It's Ultraviolet Max versus Hurt Me Plenty Max.
Okay.
I also love that Commander Keen, Wolfenstein, and Doom are all in the same universe. That's the funniest thing
Wait,
ever.
Wolfenstein takes place in the... please tell me it's like before all the shit goes down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Commander Keen it's one of those like old pixel side-scroller games.
Mm-hmm.
And you play as like a little kid fighting like monsters, I think. And then turns out he is like I think he's like the great-grandfather or something like that of B.J. Blazkowicz, who is the main character of Wolfenstein blowing up German soldiers during World War II.
Isn't it like the grandfather of Doom Guy?
Yeah. Which means that at some point, and also canonically in the Doom universe, when humans die, they go to hell. So a lot of people were going there during World War II and were sent there by B.J. Blazkowicz. And there's a chance that maybe they can sense that Doom Guy is related to him, and that's why the demons hate him so much.
Well, I mean, like, you just get that sense once you become a demon.
Yeah, you can just sense him.
What is this, Sheena?
And also, canonically, the demons are more scared of Doom Guy than they are of their king.
It's the deed to the haunted house.
What? It's an attraction.
No, it's a house, stupid.
The deed? He did it like that for tax purposes. Read it out loud.
Gatewater Land Inc. hereby bequeaths
Yeah, bequeath.
bequeaths the property known as the haunted house. That's just what it's called. To Mr. Amano for a lump sum of $1 million paid in full in cash.
What?
What the fuck, man?
Oh, so you're trying to say that he didn't ransom because you... As you can see, I am now the legal owner of the haunted house.
Oh wait, is he gonna try to bar us from going in there because he owns the house now?
Maybe.
Or is he gonna say that like we can go in and we don't need permission because he owns the house?
I guess we're gonna find out whose side he's on. I mean, I kind of believe Wolfenstein takes place in Doom. Doom goes to the map of Wolfenstein 3D in Doom 2. Yeah, canonically they take place in the same universe.
Are you kidding me? When did you?
I ran into the owner of the park earlier and he made the deal almost immediately. He's like pressing a gun up to his head. He's like, now. How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye.
He like lifts his shirt. He's got an ATM.
I had this surgically implanted in my chest.
Just in case, my boy.
I'm the $5 million man. That's right.
That would make him such a target for kidnapping.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, canonically...
I was back.
This disgusting suitcase belongs to you, doesn't it? Well, at least he's honest about it.
We all know what it is.
Yeah. But canonically, B.J. Blazkowicz is the great-something grandfather of Doom Guy.
No, but seriously, it's cool that one of the secret levels in Doom 2 is Wolfenstein 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
That's really cool. I think you can, in one of the Wolfenstein games, you can find a level from Doom. I don't remember which one, though.
It's like how when you figure out that Evil Within and Resident Evil take place in the same universe.
They do? I didn't know that. That adds a whole nother layer to shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling
Anyway.
you, we need an Evil Within 3 that's just Ruvik trying to rebuild STEM. Because in STEM, he's basically a god, so I don't know why he wouldn't want to just put the whole world inside of it. That'd be so good. Unfortunately, Evil Within 2 kind of sucked. I don't have any more use for it, so you may have it back now.
Evil Within 2 is fine if you're just doing the story, but like it's the open world aspect that makes it like a little bit lacking.
Yeah, some games just shouldn't be open world.
Especially since it wasn't even that open world.
Yeah.
Anyway, put it back.
It makes it less scary. It, like, takes away from the horror aspect.
You used the ransom money?
My Lance is a good boy. Good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. I need to leave.
Uh-oh.
I need to go. This coffee.
Who knew coffee would just run right through you?
We will discuss Doom more when I return.
So I do believe that I will forgive him. After all, he did return the ransom money. That's the way things are. So if you would please discuss things with me from now on. Discuss. What is there to discuss? Why, permission to enter the haunted house, of course. Yep, okay, so he's absolutely trying to bar us from entering the crime scene. Okay. While we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Amano was out there preempting us. Permission to search the haunted house is denied. End of discussion. I don't think that's how that works. We absolutely have probable cause to go in there. We don't need a warrant, so I'm pretty sure we could just go there now. Nothing is stopping us. Agent Lang, I want you to arrest that girl. And Miles, you should hurry on home now, my boy, before I really lose my temper. Mr. Amano definitely has the deck stacked in his favor here. No, he doesn't. We have probable cause to just raid his property. Okay. What should I do? If I leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever. Oh no! To be contondered. Yeah, I'll save my progress. Okay, how's the... Also, I don't know why online guide still exists when a video guide is much more understandable. I do enjoy video guides a lot more, but online guides are fine as long as the thing you're trying to look up doesn't need a visual explanation. Like, I don't know, in Animal Crossing, you're looking for bugs, just know what the bug looks like, they got a picture of it, what time they're available, and you're good. But, like, sometimes video guides are more, like, are needed, so I can agree with you there a little bit. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost. Hold it, hold it, hold it! Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this. And what is that? When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu. Okay, yeah, that's what she said. I thought you were a thief, not a hero. The Yatagarasu is noble, and is always a thief of justice. Damn it, that's, of course. If we have enough information, we can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, we can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off. Sorry, I keep reading Miles with Kay's voice. You can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. We may be able to find out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Hi, welcome back. Did you die and reincarnate?
A little bit. I came back as the same race, but a different class.
I hate you.
Oh my god. I don't know why online guides still exist when a video guide is much more understandable. Because they're desperate. Dude, I was playing Lies of P, and I found the worst fucking guide ever to find secret items because it literally said, start the level, go left. When you reach the 4th building, take a right, and then take another right, and then go left.
Make 15 lefts and turn 4 times to the right.
Like, the levers in 2016 are some ridiculous locations, and with the maps so big, I don't think I could find them all without a video.
Yeah.
I had to use like 4 different guides to find all the levers.
There was at one point during Resident Evil when we were playing one of, like, I think it was the first one, where, like, you looked up a guide and for the life of you, you could not figure out what the guide was trying to say.
Yeah, because it told you, like, when you're in the 3rd floor hallway, take a left until you get to the other 3rd floor hallway. I was like, which hallway do I start in then?
Yeah.
You're not giving me a start location, damn it.
At least tell me what room you're by. Then we'll at least know where you're starting.
Give me a start point. Jesus.
Okay, but anyway, Mr. Amano is saying that, like, now that I've bought it, you can't go in it. Fuck you!
He's like standing out in front with his arms out like there's like, no.
But I pointed out that, like, considering Lancet has confessed to the murder twice, and the fact that we know that I was attacked inside of the haunted house, I don't even think we need a warrant. I don't think we need his permission. We could just go in.
You have probable cause.
Yeah.
At this point.
That's what I was saying. We have probable cause. We can just go in without any legal process to make it take longer.
And I think another crime has already been committed.
What, by him butting in?
No, by us getting assaulted.
Yeah.
We were assaulted and knocked out in the haunted house, which was also the location of the ransom drop-off.
Especially since I'm a public figure.
Yeah, so
That's a felony.
crimes have already been committed, so legally, I think you can just tell him to piss off.
I don't care if the ownership of the haunted house has changed hands. I think we're allowed to go in there, regardless of his permission.
You should be good to just go in.
But we're gonna do this because Kay wants to show off her little toy again.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, in 2016, I was more interested in finding all the Praetorian suits. Agent Lang. Agent Lasagna. So you want to use your little toy? Be my guest.
Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
Also, it's been a minute since I've played 2016. Did they ever explain why his suit is different between all 3 games?
He likes different suits. He likes looking snazzy.
Because, like, by the way the timeline works, in Eternal, his suit showed off more of his body, and then in 2016 it covered his full body like a Halo Mjolnir suit, and then he just wanted to show his biceps off again.
Maybe he got really worried because his dragon friend died, so he thought maybe he should start protecting himself.
Maybe, but then why would he lose all that armor in Eternal?
He got comfortable again.
Like, he realized demons actually kind of suck.
Maybe he realized the effect he was having on the demon, like, culture. So
ecosystem.
Yeah, the demon ecosystem. So he's like, oh, they're getting a lot weaker. I'll just take my bicep armor off.
Because I could understand, like, the arm blade and the shoulder-mounted grenade launcher, that he could have just added that after the Mars incident when he got his, Sentinel Watchtower, whatever it was called. He was just like, I mean, there's more demons, might as well add these modifications. But, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a huge nerd.
Detective Gumshoe.
Detective Gumpuck, is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprints among the police's reference documents? Yes, sir. I finally get to do this voice, which constantly slips in and out. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it. Oh, you know we got it.
Alright, I'll input the haunted house data. Fucking damn. Still can't believe they have it.
What, the blueprints?
For the haunted house. Considering all of the crime was taking place in the Wild Wild West area.
And also, every collectible in the game, you better just look around in every direction step you take. Yeah, but I like secret hunting.
It's fun.
We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna play all of the Doom games in release order on the channel.
Not the earlier ones, just starting from 2016.
We're gonna play 2016, Eternal, and Dark Ages. We're not gonna secret hunt though. We're just gonna try and get through the game. Because Lonnie doesn't really play shooters, and I'm kind of curious as to how she handles Doom.
I'm gonna handle it in a way that makes you more, like, even more upset with me.
I'm just sitting there like chewing my nails. I'm like, give me that fucking controller.
Because it's like when we were playing, we were playing Resident Evil or something, I don't remember. And like there was a guy walking by and I was just like skittering up like alongside a wall and you were like, how does he not see you?
Right.
Like the way I play games is infuriating, but I get it done.
You get lucky for some reason. You get lucky a lot in games. Meanwhile, I'll be playing a game and like my fucking companions walk directly in front of my scope right as I pull the trigger.
That was so funny though that you just shot her.
I wish you had been there when it happened.
I saw it, you just couldn't record it.
Some are easy if you're creative enough, but the other ones you can spend an hour and not find. Yeah, especially because some require you to like press screens and stuff that aren't highlighted or anything like that. They just look like a part of the environment.
What is this? Where is this?
What in the name of Hylia? It's like we're inside the haunted house.
Daddy, make it go away!
Daddy! Even if we can't inspect the real location itself.
This shouldn't be admissible in court.
It should not be. The path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth.
It turns out that, like, the reason he does end up taking, like, evidence of the haunted house to jail is because Lance fucking remembers that he doesn't have to listen to Mr. Amano since he has probable cause.
Lang.
Whatever! I fucking hate these two people.
L1 and L2.
Yeah.
I feel like you should play Doom and Doom 2 in one stream. I don't know.
We probably could. Do we
Okay.
have those?
Yeah.
Huh?
I told you, I think the only Doom game... No, I do have 64.
Oh, we have all of them then.
Yeah, I think I have 64. I think it's only for the 3, though.
We can play the 3. I have technology.
We do have technology, you're right. We did it, Patrick.
That's how I was able to play Plants vs. Zombies, and it took me like 2 months to do it.
I just realized I can pull up my PlayStation library on my phone.
No, we gotta play game.
I can just look.
Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene.
I am ready to do my job.
Okay, what should I recreate first? Yeah, you haven't figured it out yet?
You haven't? We've been standing here for like 30 minutes.
Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But I'm going to make you do all the hard work.
Why?
Very well.
I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead.
How long are y'all gonna keep talking?
Is it possible to play Doom and Doom 2 on stream? Yeah, I know...
Doom and Doom 2 are both on just the normal PlayStation, so it shouldn't require any system switching.
Yeah, and you can actually play them through Doom Eternal. Because in Doom Guy's Fortress of Solitude, he has a computer, and if you boot it up and put in the passcode...
That's me.
Me! If you boot up that computer and put in the password, you can play Doom 1 and Doom 2. Yeah.
Alright.
So if we don't have it, like, on disc or downloaded, then we can just do that. Or buy it on
Well, I don't
PlayStation.
think Doom Eternal is downloaded either. Didn't we delete it so that we could make room for other shit?
Might be right about that.
So either way, something's getting downloaded, so we might as well just do 1 and 2.
We'll look into it. We'll look into it. I had just come out of the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. My throat fucking hurts. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over the floor at the end of the hall.
Sorry. What was a badger doing all the way down there? He was on break and he got drunk.
I also thought it was strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere.
Do you know which badger it was?
No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette.
In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in for now. Edgeworth, like, kisses his, like, hologram.
There's a handsome devil.
Okay, programming complete.
Technically it doesn't really matter which badger it is.
It does.
He could have changed costumes.
Well, even then, because it's like, If Edward remembered exactly what the outfit looked like, it could, because we know for a fact that it would still be Lance attacking us, but it would take a lot more effort for Lance to change out of his whole Badger costume into the Bad Badger costume.
This game feels like it's wasting your time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just like thought about it for a minute, and I was like, we proved Lance did the murder.
Lance admitted to the murder twice already.
We proved it like an hour ago.
He also admitted to hitting us. It's just his dad that's constantly coming in and being like, "Oh well, what about the evidence against my son? You don't have any of that."
You have any pictures of Spider-Man? Then I started walking towards the exit.
If you don't have any pictures of Spider-Man, you can't take Lance to jail.
Get out of here!
Also, there's an icon in Sin. What?
There is the also, is the icon of Sin the final boss in Eternal, or just a boss? Because I've seen someone play it in the end of the area, and the fact that it's huge makes me feel like it is the final. It is the final boss. No, it isn't actually. I'm stupid. No, yes it is.
Make up your mind.
I'm getting my orders mixed up. The icon of Sin is the final boss you fight, because I think you kill the Maker first, and then you kill the icon of Sin. Yeah. Because the Maker is controlling the icon of Sin, so when she's dead, or the Con Maker, when she's dead, the icon goes on a rampage, and then you have to kill it. I think.
Always a dead end. Where did your assailant come from?
There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here. Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Fu-
In the Badger.
In the Badger?
Yeah, your assailant was in the Badger suit.
Uh,
Eh? Oh, I remember this. It's the mirror nonsense.
Yes, the mirror nonsense, but I'm trying to figure out how to get there. Because the game is so roundabout.
It's funny how much it evolved. The icon of Sin is just a picture in Doom 2. Yeah, it's crazy.
No one knows what I'm doing, but it's just making Cody lose his fucking mind.
Yeah, because in Doom 2, you fight the icon of Sin as the final boss, but it's just like this big, like, carving on a wall that shoots fireballs and shit at you while you shoot at it. I will say, I didn't really like the icon of Sin boss fight because it kind of got tedious after a little while. Precisely.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry, there's so much Doom talk. I have to start, like, going through the dialogue.
I know. I was just because the whole fight you're just kind of doing the same thing the whole time. There's not a whole lot of like nuance to it. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack, skittering at you on all fours. I can think of no better hiding place than this.
Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself. It's my only personality trait.
Just don't use it to do anything criminal, Kay. That looks like a Teletubby.
Ah!
Oh shit! No, I burped up coffee.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
A verp.
I'm okay. He's got his bonking stick.
Bonking.
Well, Lance.
What?
You haven't met my brother, Balin.
Shut the fuck up! As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first.
I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything.
Even though I had admitted to knowing everything.
Even though I've admitted multiple times to it. My dog stepped on a bee. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. Didn't you already confess to being the one to knock us out?
He did! He confessed to being the one to knock us out!
So why is he...
Because his dad successfully came in and distracted us, and now he's backtracking.
He already confessed! You can't backtrack.
No, yes you can, because no one wears cameras in this time. There's no cameras in the park. Lance isn't wearing Lang isn't wearing a fucking camera for being a cop.
There's multiple people who heard the confession. Ugh.
Kay should be the one who, like, was paying the most attention, since she's the one who's constantly talking about, just put details in Little Thief and everything will be okay.
No. She saw a really cool bird.
She was also there with Lang pointing out the bird.
Sheena and Kay both are trying to point the bird out to Lang.
Lang's just looking down at the ducks or maybe a turtle.
I mean, if it's a turtle, that's understandable. Those things are pretty fucking cool. I already read this.
I know.
I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. Where does Breeze come from?
He didn't set foot inside.
Lolly has a fan.
She's the one making his windblown appearance. Is he telling the truth, or is it another lie? Alright. Sorry. Alright.
I home slice.
Then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me.
Yes, I'm sure it was him.
Okay, inputting the new info now, Mr. Deacon was the bad badger, right? Since the bad badger has a gun attached to his right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in its left hand.
I mean, we the audience saw that it was in the other hand.
No, I think it's just trash.
Alright.
Or maybe that guy who has a really loud car exploded.
Alright, I just was worried the cat's knocked something over.
No, that was outside, I think.
Now to verify the facts of this recreation.
Okay.
Cool. Anyway.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Oh, the armor.
The armor?
The sword is poking out of the, he would have had to grab it with his right hand.
Sorry, he just looks,
Edgeworth, are you okay?
he looks really dramatic.
Pray to the bonfire so that it respawns.
Pieces of a set of armor are in a pile here. Why do I think they almost always have a set of armor inside haunted houses?
It's ambiance.
I suppose this sort of interior design is meant to bring out a sense of, what?
The abnormality.
Abnormality.
Or abnormality.
Whatever.
Also, I'm going to say, what was your favorite boss in 2016? Mine was the Hell Guards, and it was also a pretty hard fight for me. The Hell Guards were very difficult. I think my favorite was just the Cyber Demon.
When does Doom Guy get his dog?
He never gets a dog.
What do you mean? He has a dog, doesn't he?
Well, the green dog appears, but it's more like a spiritual guard.
Yeah, sure. But
Or like a guide.
But I like the joke, our joke, where the dog is just super mangy to signify his need to kill demons.
Doom Guy seems to attract mangy feral pets. Like his dragon.
Except for his rabbit.
Except for, well, Daisy might have been vicious. No, in Eternal, you can find Daisy in various levels, and in Eternal, you can find a level where Daisy's just surrounded by mangled demon corpses.
Alright.
Oh yeah, but the dragon in Dark Ages is like, if you read the lore on it, apparently that dragon was just like vicious as hell before Doom Guy got to it.
Doom Guy keeps a lot of vicious pets.
Yeah. But yeah, the Cyber Demon was my favorite boss, because it just kind of felt... I guess the best way to put it was it kind of just had the best vibe to it. It was a very simplistic boss fight. It didn't feel too difficult or too easy. I like that it has 2 phases. You didn't recreate the weapon.
Well, yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with?
The attack came from behind, so I have no idea.
Well, tell me what it felt like against your head.
But I doubt it was someone's bare hands.
Well, yeah. Okay. Then where were you hit?
I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. So they had to have held it in the,
Yeah, it had to have been the other hand.
I think Daisy appears in Doom 1. After you beat the Spider Mastermind, you go back to Earth, and the outro card has Daisy in it. Yeah, and isn't it that in Doom 2, the demons killed Daisy, and that's what, like, triggered Doom Guy to just start slaughtering them?
Just goes to the afterlife to retrieve Daisy.
Yeah.
He could do that. He'd probably do that.
I love in Eternal and Doom Guy's, like, Fortress of Manliness, where there's just a picture of him with his shotgun and Daisy. It's the best thing.
Who painted it?
I don't know.
He got this poor demon and painted. He's like pointing a shotgun at him.
The demon's like sweating nervously while it's painting this beautiful painting. It's an imp. That's great.
There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious. Also, you were unconscious for hours. Edward, I think you need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, you have brain damage. You absolutely have brain damage.
That sounds painful.
Can you pronounce the word purple? Of course I can. It's perfect. Why are you smirking like that when you say it?
It's just your imagination. Now let's see.
It's dark in this recreation.
I wonder if there was anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon.
Boy, I wonder.
I really fucking wonder.
It was
it's
the
whole
painting.
painting. Damn it!
Just hit you in the head with the whole fucking painting. Shatter that shit against your dome.
Well, no, because it's huge. They'd have to hit him flat over the head with it, so it's just him stuck in the middle of this painting.
Yeah, fair point.
Okay, let's see. So, it's this
Take that!
thing.
Yeah. It shattered against Edward's thick-ass skull. I have it. There was indeed one such object lying here in this hallway.
Well, apparently it took 10 men to break that sword, so...
Oh, yeah. How hard did they hit him?
Yeah, you already read that.
A prop sword.
It's not a prop if it took 10 men to break. Are you talking about this thing here?
No, I'm talking about that thing there. Of course I'm talking about this thing here, Kate. Yes, although we did find it in the kidnapper's hideout.
Oh wait, no, at the end of Inferno they show Daisy's death, and in the outro card of Thy Flesh Consumed, it shows a random white bunny. So he just got a new bunny.
Maybe.
He just went down to the pet store, full armor, he got a new bunny.
He likes bunnies.
Well, he needs something to counter the rage that he feels.
Doom Guy seems to just like animals.
Yeah, that's why all of the jokes about Doom and Animal Crossing come out at the same time being the perfect thing ever is true.
Like, he would absolutely be friends with Isabel.
Doom Guy basically did I won, but at what cost? Because of Daisy.
Yeah. Also, the demons, like, spited Doom Guy because they, like, killed Daisy and then put her head on a spike.
They were.
And for some
What are you
reason...
gonna do about it? Because to an hour later, they're all dead.
He's, like, way in the... It's the...
What's the fucking Monty Python skit?
Yeah, where he's just, like, way in the distance running closer with a shotgun. He just doesn't get closer until the last minute where it cuts back to the demons and he's like right in front of them.
I love that fucking joke.
Oh my god, Quest for the Holy Grail is one of the funniest goddamn movies.
Didn't they only have like $40,000 to make it?
I don't even think it was 40,000. It was like 5,000.
Something really low.
Like, you know how like whenever they're going around pretending to be on horses, they're like clacking coconuts together. Originally, they wanted horses.
Yeah, but they couldn't afford it.
They couldn't afford horses, so somebody's idea was to just do the fucking coconuts.
Whatever. The movie has like a style. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah,
it has a
yeah.
style and it works, and everyone loves it for it.
Like, Arthur is the only one wearing actual chainmail. Everybody else is wearing knitted yarn to look like chainmail.
That was like, they realized they couldn't afford another thing of chainmail, huh?
Yeah, and the scene where the wizard, they're like talking to the wizard, and he's like, "What is your name, wizard?" And he goes, "There are some who call me Tim." He was supposed to have this like super long, complicated name, but the actor forgot it, so he just went with the first name that came to his mind.
Oh, and there was the bunny.
Oh yeah, I think it was just called the bunny.
It was the fucking monster bunny, man.
Yeah.
It takes out a lot of them.
The beasts of
Yeah, so we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout.
Wait, yes, it's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me. Ow.
To leave no evidence behind, right?
Correct. It may be worth a more thorough examination yet.
Wait. Okay.
What?
I was gonna say, wouldn't it have left less evidence if they didn't take it with them? But then I remember Edward said that he bled on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they find any blood on the broken sword?
They should really check it, because Edward literally just said that there was some blood, but not something serious.
There it is. Test with luminol.
Oh yeah, because there's no print that's gonna be on it. He was wearing a costume, so test with luminol.
Yeah, you already brought up the gun print thing, or the print and suit thing.
The Cobra was wearing a costume at the time, so a fingerprint analysis is useless. That's not what I picked! Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way onto it.
Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
No.
You can ask, but I won't give it. Like I have a choice. Sheena, call the lab boys.
Understood.
Daisy's decapitation is actually creepy. Yeah, that's a fucked up like screenshot from that game. Have you ever seen it?
No, of course not.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh
look it up
god, are
real
you gonna
fast.
show me?
Yeah. Because it's like, it's actually kind of sad when you think about like how much Doom Guy cares about Daisy.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're playing as Doom Guy, so his goals are your goals when you're playing that game. So the moment you see Daisy, of course you're gonna be upset too.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's not a spike. It's Doom Guy holding Daisy's head.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That.
At least I think so. Or is that spike? Hard to tell because of the graphics.
Oh well, we're gonna probably play the game.
And then this
not-
is like after Doom Guy takes out all the demons.
leaves the house. It's like this is okay.
He's still holding Daisy's head. It's really sad.
Probably is going to go bury her.
But yeah, I
I
think
wonder if he's got a backyard where he can bury her.
he'd absolutely bury Daisy somewhere. But yeah, that was it's a really sad like shot. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless. I'm sure this little dab of blood must be not related to anything at all. Shut up.
So it must have been left. So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then.
Wait, what are we presenting to this?
I don't know. Maybe I just hit the button.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I just hit the button. I didn't even feel it hitting it, so.
Okay, so it couldn't have been the guy in the Bad Badger costume.
Okay, I'll update the recreation with the new piece of info.
I mean, I guess he could have like
So it has to be the other side, right?
he could have swung from left to right, but in that hallway,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
there's
rest.
no way.
Okay.
I think click the sword or the hand is how would he have been able to hit the other
How is this connected to any of the evidence we hold?
the sword? Culprit, yeah, because Culprit hit me on the right side of the temple. He's holding it in his left hand.
Okay, yeah.
Given how narrow the hallway is, there's no way he would have been able to swing from right or from left. Yeah, from right to left.
Because to him wildly swinging behind Edwards before he actually hits him.
Finally, I found a clear contradiction of facts about this sword. Except for a bit of blood on the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless.
I like to imagine since Phoenix here, he eventually like walks into the hologram. Is like, "Hey, Edwards, what's going on? What are you doing here?"
He gets excited and the light like gets brighter and he sees it's actually just Larry.
It turns out that this hologram is one-sided, so no one else can see what's going on. And then like Phoenix walks in, it's like, "Hey, Edwards." I don't know why that thought's really funny to me. You already read this.
Yeah. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side.
Uh-huh. The opposite side, huh?
If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword's right side would hit.
I see. Mm-hmm. You got me.
yeah, that shit correct.
I don't understand anything. I just kind of put things into Little Thief and let it tell me what it tells me.
I'm Kay. I'm the girl character.
But the blood was on the left side of the sword, right?
It was absolutely imperative that I be in this game.
They couldn't have Maya, so they made Maya, but worse.
We had 4 female characters to work with, and this is what you got.
We could have had Pearl, but Pearl's 9.
And also kind of has no real relation to Edgeworth in any capacity, so why would she be here?
I don't know. She came to court that one time. She ran to court, by the way.
And her tiny little baby legs.
Do you know how long it takes for her to get to court, by the way?
Who, Pearl?
Pearl, because she didn't know about trains, so she ran to court.
I imagine it'd take her a while. She's got little tiny legs.
Well, yeah, but like in the game, Phoenix said that the ride from town to Maya's village is 2 hours by train. And Pearl ran that distance.
Jeez. Also, some designs are weird compared to the original in 2016. Like, why are imps yellow while in the original are brown? Or is it my TV's lighting? No, you're right. They made the imps, like, yellow-ish, kind of.
No. They're just going pale because they're scared. They see Doomguy.
All the blood drains out of their chitin.
So they turn yellow instead of being brown.
I feel like the Mancubus had the biggest change because its face was all like had mandibles and just one green eye. They had the biggest change, but I think they just kind of updated it. I don't know why it was yellow. It would be impossible to hold it with 2 hands while wearing a costume with such big hands.
Not to mention, holding it with 2 hands, being in such a baggy costume, that means he wouldn't be able to see you.
Yeah, that would get in the way a lot. Therefore, if it couldn't be the left hand or both hands, it must have been the right.
I'll change the data to reflect a right-handed swing.
Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet.
Why not?
Why? If you change the parameters to the right hand, it'd only create a new contradiction.
Oh, because of the fucking gun? Because he can't be holding the gun. Oh, why don't you just let me point it out, Edgeworth? Why do I gotta do the evidence?
Actually, the biggest design change was the Cyber Demon between 2016 and Dark Ages.
Changing the prop sword to the culprit's right hand would conflict with what?
Take that!
The gun!
Please be right.
No, it's the Bible, idiot!
Slaps me in real life.
The Bad Badger already holds a gun in his right hand, so he can't hold a sword in addition.
Unless, like, it was, I could have put up either the Bible or the missing gun, and they were both right.
I don't know, man.
Sometimes the game has it, but it really should have it more.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Anyway, whatever. Hey, that's right. Then what now? If it wasn't in his left or his right hand.
It means that the ones who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger.
Except for the fact that we have a Bad Badger costume that had the gun ripped off of it. Ah.
Puts my hand in your mouth. Are you paying attention, Lance?
No.
What? I wasn't looking. Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me. Which leaves only you as our primary suspect.
God, there was a thing. There was like a person asking earlier when Deltarune Chapter 3 comes out for me. So I still need to look that up. Can you do it? You have a phone that could be used.
I just saw the Dark Ages BFG. I know it's supposed to be medieval, but what the fuck? Yeah, it's like a crossbow. And it's not...
It's not great.
It's not great. It's significantly worse than the BFG in both Eternal and 2016.
It turns out Doomguy gets so fed up with the weapons in Dark Ages that he makes his own.
It's honestly, it's more like the rocket launcher. Like, I think last time I was on stream, Snappy Guy pointed out that the BFG is basically like the rocket launcher with a bigger range, and that's basically what happened in Dark Ages. It just makes a big explosion.
It's not as cool. Oh well, it's the beginning of the timeline, and I'd imagine things weren't cool for Doomguy because wasn't he under mind control?
For the first little bit of it, yeah, the makers had him on. Basically, they were putting him in a constant state of rage.
That's not good for his blood pressure.
June 5th.
June 5th?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the release of the Switch.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not gonna come out yet. We got until Friday.
Yeah.
Not Friday, Thursday. But
You could play it on the PS5.
I don't have Delta. Is Deltarune on there?
It said it's available.
Oh.
I can look it up. Again, I have the PlayStation Store on my phone.
Whatever. Okay, so I'll find out. But I won't have my fucking save file.
Right, you'd have to buy it and then play all the way through.
Yeah, so I might as well just wait for the Switch. I'll just move everything over.
God damn it.
What?
My phone is really dumb. Oh no, it's just announced.
It's not out yet.
Yeah, no.
Oh, is
It's the
Deltarune
demo.
is Deltarune going to be added
Oh.
to the PS5 with the update?
It says the chapter 1 and 2 demo. I don't know what that means. It's free, so I could go ahead and download it.
Okay. Well, okay.
It's free. I just added it to the library.
Which leaves only you as our primary suspect.
All I know about Dark Ages is that there's a spiky shield. That's it. Dark Ages is good.
Ready?
Fine. It was me. I hit you.
Game should be over now, right? We're not gonna need that though, because he just admitted, I think for a third time, that he was involved and he did the crime.
Jesus Christ. How many times is he gonna have to admit that?
It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance?
You stupid idiot.
Wait, isn't Lance left-handed?
Fuck! Shut up, Kay! Yes, but that's what makes his deception all the more interesting.
Said he didn't use his dominant hand. Fuck you!
Fucking hell! He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult. But that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay.
That guy who got the perfect dough amount.
Please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say the Proto-Badger?
You got it. Here I go.
Oh, Dark Ages just feels like not finished at some points. Like, there's parts where you get to fight in, like, a giant mech and fly on a dragon, and it just kind of gets repetitive.
Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me.
Attack on Titan?
All
We need
right.
to finish at some point.
I know. I fucking know. I want to get back to him looking around so that I can save it there.
Okay.
Alright, all we have to do is examine this new recreation and...
Hold it! I'm bored.
You fucking dumbass!
And what exactly is so funny, Agent Lang?
There's a bug on the wall! I didn't know this thing recreated bugs!
That amusing little gadget, it sure packs a punch, right, Sheena?
Yes. It was all I could do to hold my laughter in.
Sure thing, Vincent Van Gogh. Or Andy Warhol. Fuck.
Hey, don't make fun of Little Thief! You mean old werewolf.
Werewolf where?
He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other.
You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by listening.
Right hook!
Strong right. The thing is with the BFG in the original Doom, it's just a rocket launcher that you can't blow yourself up with, but with the time it charges, you will be dead. I mean, in 2016 and Eternal, I like it, because it, has like the tendrils and shit. But the crude conclusion you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right?
Okay.
He's bringing up a good point.
I know he is, but he's also being a bad cop for not remembering that he has probable cause and doesn't need to be doing this bullshit and can just go to the real crime scene.
I think he's bored.
I think he's just a bad cop.
Like, I think he's just fucking bored at this point.
Why isn't Gumshoe saying something about probable cause? He's a better cop than Lang.
Gumshoe's facing the other direction.
He's still skipping rocks. Well, when you put it that way...
Your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm gonna let you in on this. There is a trick to this haunted house.
And what may that be exactly?
A trick beyond what your tiny imagination can produce. Sheena.
And then she does the fucking coin trick.
The cream that rises to the top.
Here you go.
Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet.
The fact that she didn't see it, since it's the same pamphlet we have. Ooh.
The 7 Wonders of the Haunted House. The Disappearing Badger?
What is this?
I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose.
Man, I love how the fucking mobile at the top looks so haggard compared to the pink one. Right?
Sorry.
What's happening?
Just when you get the BFG in 2016, early game demons just kick rocks, bro. It's fun. They made the BFG fun. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll.
You're a stupid doll.
Also in Eternal, you can get
This
the
bee.
Unmaker. No, actually, I didn't know why I had so much fun with the BFG in 2016. Because they just made it fun. They programmed a gun that's just way too overpowered. Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window. Knerd.
But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead.
Oh, SSG, the super shotgun. I like Eternal super shotgun because it comes with a meat hook. I was so upset that wasn't in Dark Ages.
Well, it's a newer invention.
I guess so, but still, I like the meat hook.
He found the meat hook in space.
No, the UFC put the meat hook on it because they thought that was a great idea for some reason.
Doomguy promised not to abuse it.
He lied.
Of course he fucking lied.
If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? Do you get it now? Thanks to your presumptions, your logic started off weak and led you to completely wrong conclusion. Come on, go. Oh. Now get off your high horse. How'd you get it in here to begin with?
Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, I wonder if you could please input the new information for me.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
Do you?
No.
I can't quit. Not until I can declare that I found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks.
There you go again. See if I care. Stupid.
Okay, I'm updating the recreation now.
I feel like the super shotgun is somehow more revolutionary than the normal shotgun. I mean, if you look at it from like a real world perspective, the combat shotgun is designed to be more reliable and better for like combat because it has more shots in it, reloads faster, that kind of stuff. And then the super shotgun is just designed to pack straight up power.
That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden.
If the slumped over badger was just a doll, then where was my attacker hiding?
Well, that's what we're going to find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere.
Okay, now we can save.
Alright, we're gonna call it here. Alright, you want me to do the outro?
Sure, just, remind them that I'm going to, be doing a stream Wednesday, the day before Deltarune actually comes out, and I'm gonna be upset because I also won't be able to get a Switch!
You could, like I said, see if you can get it on the PlayStation beforehand.
I mean, like I said, I don't want to do that because my file is just on the Switch.
I guess.
It won't be the same one.
I don't know what to tell you, dude.
That I can kick rocks.
Yeah, kick rocks.
Okay.
Alright, folks, thanks for joining us for Ace Attorney Investigations. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out our channel for more stuff. Lonnie said, she'll be streaming again Wednesday. I don't know why she needed me to say that. And I don't know what she's playing Stardew Valley, probably.
Well, I want to add a second game, but I've been waiting for Deltarune. Because, I don't know, if I start another game, then Deltarune's going to come out, and I'm going to be sad.
But yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.